Let's see. What is up? What is up, y'all? So sorry. 2 minutes of probably sitting in there blank. I don't know. StreamYard just booted me off. It's running a little slow, so forgive me. Um, I don't know what just happened. StreamYard completely said something wrong and booted me out. Shell. Today is October 1st. We are doing all signs for Libra season. So shout out to all the Libras. You know, y'all are in my top 5, right? Right. Um, Let me see if there's anything going on. I mean, we still have Pluto in Aquarius. We have so Mars just entered Scorpio right now. It's not in a retrograde, but it's in a particular planet that can cause. Scorpio is the sign of somewhat destruction, could be chaos, just like Mars, that energy Mars, right? So Scorpio also has to deal with death, has to deal with the underworld, has to deal with renewals, transformations, etc. So it's it might be in a comfortable spot, because it's sitting in Scorpio right now. But however, it can be kind of like volatile. So for the next 6 weeks, we want to just be mindful about what we're saying to people, how we're saying it, mindful about ourselves, mindful about what we're consuming, what whether it be visual, whether it be food, uh, drinks, stuff like that, right? We want to because Scorpio can also have to do with indulgence, um, and addiction. So we want to be very mindful about what we're, again, consuming into our bodies, right? Okay. So let's just dive a little quickly into what Mars and Scorpio is bringing us until November 4th. And it feels comfortable in Scorpio, but it is the malefic transit, okay? What we can feel is power struggles, manipulation, and spiritual warfare, right? So, not to get all political of the temperature right now in regards to religion, spirituality, um, what else? With this young man that got assassinated. I don't really know the whole story, but I know that he's like a zealot in some ways, and he challenges people in regards to religion. So these are the spiritual warfares that we're going to be seeing a lot play out within the next 3 to 4 weeks, right? So we want to be mindful about that. And also, when you guys are coming in, if you could just hit that like button and share this video out, I greatly appreciate it, because it keeps us going in the algorithm, right? So it can also not only bring power struggles and manipulation, it can also bring spiritual warfare, or can also bring personal growth, right? Because Scorpio has to do with the renewal of things, the dying and resurrection, okay? Detoxing. So as I was mentioning about, consumption, whether it be food, consumption of alcohol, consumption of drugs, consumption of too much social media, consumption of always hanging out, with friends, you want to detox that and in its moderation. Now, I know it's hard for some people to, get off of drugs, get off of alcohol, sex addiction, because Scorpio also rules sex. And when I mention Scorpio, in my lives, there's certain specific signs that are really like overt with their sexual prowess. So Scorpio is one of them, Libra is one of them, Aquarius is another, that they're very just, they'll let you know that, they'll show a great interest in you. There's this, infatuation, if you will, right? So detoxing from that and overcoming your fears. So whatever's been, plaguing you as far as holding you back, fearful, right? Fearful of, for relationships just not going to be working out, fearful of, are you a good parent? Fearful, are you a good partner? Fearful, are you a good employee? Fearful of, are you going to be broke? These are the things that during this time, Mars and Scorpio is going to be helping you to release that. Okay. And relying on your spiritual lorries, relying on, if you are a religious based person, going more into faith. I wouldn't necessarily have to say religion. I would just say going into your faith, going into your spiritual, your soul, rather, soul searching and seeking Most High God in your own way. Wally's in the building. Salute, salute. So I'm just going into what is happening in the next 6 weeks, right? We got Mars going into Scorpio. We also have Jupiter in Pisces, and not Pisces, in Cancer, the other water sign, for the next, I think it's going to be ending in June 2026. So this also has to do with expansion. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, it's the planet of growth, right? And Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. So you have this nurturing, you have this, Cancer is the cardinal sign. So you have this leadership taking place. It's also great for fortune. So Cancers could be seeing a great influx in their fortune in the next 6 months. Okay, so what that looks like for you, it could, I'm not going to say you get a lottery ticket and scratch off and then boom, I like to reference that because I play scratch offs every now and then. But it could be an increase in salary, it could be your pay grade raise, it could be, you partnering with somebody in financial structures, right? And uplifting in that way. And financial partnerships can bring some type of increase, right? So that's going to be happening. And everybody will feel this effect. Jupiter, it's a pleasant spot to be in Cancer. So that has to do with this growing, again, like I said, expansion. So you could be even expanding in your house, maybe getting a loan approved for, either a expansion in your house or getting a new house, right? Land, if you're looking for land. So anything that you feel that you are looking to grow in financially or even spiritually, because Cancers are the psychics of the group as well. So, you could even be tapping into your spiritual gifts at this time, right? Or they could be tapping into you saying, wake up, sleepyhead, it's time to get going. All right, so let's talk about Libra, how we break down the reading, and then we'll jump right into the reading. And I also break this down into the signs of the zodiac, of the calendar, the Gregorian calendar month. So Libra is the end of September going into October. right? So I break it down that way. And I also break it down into its elements. So Libra is a air sign. So I'm going to be doing air first. So that's Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, then water, because the next water sign is Scorpio, and then fire sign is Sagittarius, and then the next earth sign is Capricorn, right? And then we'll break down all of that. I also break this down by your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. Your sun has to do with you, your whole being, the ego, your personality, who you are. The moon has to deal with emotions, has to do with your private side, things that people don't, the outside world doesn't get to see, right? Things that you keep to yourself, or secrecies. Your rising sign. Why is my mother calling me right now? Hold on a second, y'all. Hey, Ma. I'm doing a live, like right in the middle of it. Can I call you back? It's going to take me a while. Is it urgent? Okay. Okay. Bye. All right. Shout out to the master teacher. So, your Venus, your rising sign is sort of kind of like the earth, sort of like the sun sign. It's your personality, but it can be it could be the mask that you put on that. It's not so much a mask in a bad way, but it's the mask that you don't want everybody to see who you are. Just not everybody should get to know who you are right away, right? So it's like a protective shield, your rising sign. And the rising is what was the sign that was coming over the horizon when you were born. How do you find this out? You can go to astrologycafe.com. I have no affiliation with them. But they give you a free natal chart. All you need to know is the time that you were born, the city that you were born, and obviously the day that you were born. And you can type that all in, and it will generate a chart for you. Now, readers will usually ask for the first three, the big three or the big four. So that would be your sun, your moon, your rising, and Venus. Venus has to do with love, has to do with beauty, love of others, love for self. Also has to do with money. People kind of miss that attribute of Venus because they always think of it as beauty. And yes, it does. It represents that. It also represents beauty of the exterior. So not even so much like beauty for yourself, but like landscapes and, being outside in nature, the beauty of that, right? So that gets more looked at as opposed to Venus dealing with money. And that could do with money for self and money with others. So you could be in a partnership, a love partnership, where this person helps you elevate in the financial status. Yes. Okay. Lastly, the people that will be affected with this Mars and Scorpio is obviously the Scorpios, but also Aries. Why? Because Mars rules Aries. So Aries and Scorpio will be heavily affected with this Mars and Scorpio energy for the next 6 weeks. Okay. All right. So we're going to move on out. And that was the introduction. If anybody, I am doing personal readings now until the end of the year. So the end of December, I will be doing the readings. I'm not going to say I'm going to continue until like January and all that stuff. I need to just see, because January is going to be a pretty busy month. So, I'll let you know. But for right now, you are very welcome to book a reading with me. You can go into the link on my about section, and you could book a reading with me there, or you can go to my Instagram, which is foxymoon_premieres. It's just like how it's spelled on the channel here. And you could book a reading with me. I am available Thursdays and Fridays. I may open up another day. That might come more towards the new year. There may be, just like I said, there's a lot of stuff happening in January. So the so-called new year, which is not really the new year. It's just the new year of the fiscal calendar, meaning the finances. So the new year would be in March, but I'm not going to have y'all in that long. And if I have to, I have to. But I may extend a Thursday. But for right now, I just have Thursdays and Fridays, the afternoon from 1:30 to 6, I believe. So you can book your reading with me there. Okay. All righty. So let's go ahead and put up Libra. Libra is also, if you're interested in sending a donation, you like what you hear on this live, be sure to share this out to everybody that you think would be interested in hearing about tarot readings and hearing about spiritual messages, what they need to know this next couple of weeks while we're in Libra season. You could send a beautiful blessing to me at Foxy Moon, for Cash App, $ Foxy Moon 19, or at Venmo Foxy Moon. Again, if you would like to send a beautiful blessing donation to me, it would be at Cash App. And this isn't, if it's not moving you today, and if I put up the weeklies, you know, and you feel like sending it through that, and there's a message that resonates with you when I do the new week messages or full moon message or new moon message or whatever I put up in the shorts, and you're feeling like it's resonating with you and you're compelled to put a little something in the bucket, you can. And there it is. It's Foxy Moon. Again, Cash App, $ Foxy Moon 19, and Venmo at Foxy Moon. Okay. So let's go ahead out of this and we will put up Libra. Libra is, so also there's aspects or well, they're called aspects, and in some ways you could say it another way, but each of the signs, modalities, something like that. Each of the signs have what they call either a cardinal aspect to them, a fixed aspect, or a mutable. And so Libras are the cardinal signs of the air, which means that they are the leaders of the pack. They take charge. They can also be a little pig-headed in regards to, not pig-headed, but like, yeah, stubborn, kind of like a energy where it's like they are, because they're cardinals and because that's that leadership role, it's kind of like my way or the highway. They kind of plow through things, but they're not really getting the input and the intake that they need. Like, it's not like a group effort. They are the bosses. So it's like, well, you got to listen to what I say, and we're going to do it this way because, right? So it can kind of be a little downfall in some ways, but the Libras are the cardinals. Aquarius. So the cardinal signs, excuse me, guys, sounding like Elmer Fudd here. So the cardinal signs are Libra, Cancer, Aries, and Capricorn. So those are all like in that leadership position that I just explained to you about. Fixed signs would be kind of like that stubborn energy, like I just mentioned with the cardinals, but they are a little more grounded. They sit on a lot of things, meaning decisions or making that move that they need to do. They have to really think about it. It's kind of just like, let me ponder a little bit and then I'll see how it goes. And then I'll, they move at their own speed, basically. So those fixed signs would be Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. Now we'll move on to the last of the aspects, which would be the mutable. And though that energy is, it's kind of like the scale that can go either way. They also move to their own beat. But they can apply their energy wherever. So if it needs something to get on, they'll harness that cardinal energy. If they feel like something is a little off or a little amiss, that they got to really think about something, they'll kind of go into that fixed energy, right? But they're a little, and each sign, even though they are like mutable or cardinal, they also can hold a different frequency. So, and keep in mind that, for instance, Libra is an air sign. So there's that analytical. So the thinking with Libra would be, like this very boss-like situation, kind of like a Capricorn or Taurus. But those are not air signs, right? So each sign that sits in their element, while they hold these aspects, the cardinal, the fixed, and the mutable, they take on a whole different character, right? But also keep in mind, that's why I read for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus. You're not just a Libra. Whatever your moon sign was when you were born, whatever your rising sign when you were born, and whatever your Venus sign is all incorporated. So you're not just Libras, or you're not just a Sagittarius or Capricorn, right? You have these other elements, these other signs, excuse me, that are playing into your chart, your aspect of who you are. So you may give off your moon sign energy, there's that emotion, that intuition, that feeling, right? And people could pick up like, oh, wow, they're really, caring, or they really get me. They understand. So your moon sign could be presenting a lot more to people than your sun sign, right? Or your rising, etc., etc. Can be interchangeable. So, most people don't know what their moon sign is or their Venus. Now people are starting to catch on, but years ago, people just do, hey, I'm, Cancer, I'm a Scorpio, right? So the last of the mutables would be Gemini in the air sign, Pisces in the water sign, Sagittarius in the fire sign, and mutable in the earth signs. Okay, so I think I got that covered. So I kind of explained a little bit more there. All right, so let's go ahead and see what is in store for Libra season. Again, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. These are general readings. So, you apply this to where you need to, however this is fitting. If your sun is not making sense, go ahead and go, with your moon message or your rising, or just wait until you get to hear all of those four attributes and apply where you need to. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for Libra. Libra is, like I said, the cardinal. They are the scales. So they're diplomatic. They are, that has to do with like law, whether it be the courthouse, the court system, the judicial system, could have to do with the law enforcement, right? Could be dealing with fairness, right? Things of that nature. So that's what I don't know why I keep talking about Scorpios, but their birthday's next. So that's probably what it is. Or Wally, you got a Scorpio somewhere. It's trying to peek through. All right, so Libra, what do we have here for you guys for your solar return, sun, moon, rising, and Venus? And I'm using some oldie but goodies, and I haven't brought this out in a long time. I'm using today the Angel Wisdom Tarot. All right, so we're going to be working with the angel magic, because that's pretty much not the angel magic, the angel energy. That's kind of like been that's who I work with. It's the angels. And that's how I started, and that's how I continue. And every once in a while, I like to just, All right, so you guys got two cards here. We'll take it. You got the Lovers card. Ooh, and okay, so Libra, you got relationships going on over here. Relationships. All right, so you have the Six of Cups here, water energy, and the Lovers card here. That's Gemini energy. Middle of the deck is the King of Pentacles. Okay, so that's Earth energy, and bottom of the deck is the Knight. Okay, of Swords. So there's something coming towards you, Gemini. I mean, Libra. You could be dealing with the Gemini. We'll take two cards. Your birthday season, but we'll clarify as well using the angel message card here for your clarification. All right. So this could be dealing with a past relationship, childhood. I don't know if it would be childhood relationships, because that kind of sounds weird. But you might have had like a little fake boyfriend and girlfriend type crush back in the days, or this could be, high school sweethearts, or it could be college, sweethearts as well. But this is somebody that's from the past coming through. I feel like things have gotten better, better communication. When we see the cups, that has to do with emotions. And with the Six of Cups, that there's this giving, mutual respect for each other, mutual love. All right. So someone is returning back to you from the past. You might have been communicating with them. You might have went back like to your hometown, or if you have like a Facebook page or some type of social media where it has like, the group, the town's page or something like that. And there's like, everybody that chimes in, that could have been like how you met back or reconnected with this person. You have Archangel Raphael here guiding this relationship. You have the heart chakra here too as well. So your green, your solar plexus could be tapped in, you know, feeling butterflies. That's in the stomach area. Your heart chakra is green here. So be careful, because there could be some people with green with envy, but I feel like this is more like a growing relationship with blossoming. You know, again, if this was something that happened in the past and it didn't get to grow the way it should have, this is going to be working out for you guys. All right, what else is here? Why is this here for this lovers? And if you reconnected, I feel like this might be a very fast, like, courtship, you know, where there is some dating, but it's going to move fast into possibly getting married, because the Lovers card is that divine marriage. It's that, you know, destiny type, you know, relationship. It's the, again, divine being brought to you by God, right? So someone could have been healing from an illness. Okay. You might have saw them on social media and just was like, oh, wow, hey, you know, like, what happened? I saw that you were like in crutches, or so whatever. And you guys get to talking. All right. So clarifying that is the 4 of Wands and the 5 of Wands here. So fire energy. Okay. So you could be dealing with the fire sign as well. That's air, Leo. Excuse me, not air. Fire is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Okay, middle of the deck is the Knight of Swords here. So, you know, you might have been having some relationship issues, or just stressed, bummed out that you're not having, you know, this is not happening in your life. I'm telling you, somebody's coming. This is somebody from the past. Or if it's not, this is like a soulmate that you didn't see coming, but they're, you know, again, could be social media, you know, related, where you're talking and you guys get to, you know, connecting here. We got the King of Swords. Yeah, so there's this truth. Somebody could be, you know, letting you know that they've been talking to you. This is somebody who's mentally and emotionally stable, who knows what they want. It may come off pushy and combative, because the 5 of Wands has to do with like this combativeness. It could have been that you broke up in the past. Things, I feel like maybe you guys are too young, and so it's like, okay, that's over with. We're adults now. Hopefully we are mature, mental, emotional, mature adults. But yeah, things are going to be moving really fast, and I feel like there could be some type of, you know, marriage coming through, and possibly coming like in March or April. All right. So let's go ahead on to your I forgot to put it up. We're doing Libra. Forgot my cards. I'm like, I know I'm missing something. All right, so let's go ahead and see what is really going on in the romance. Yeah, family. I really feel now, for those Libras that are like, I ain't gonna get married. I'm never gonna get married. Okay, this is just a relationship that's really gonna, you know, just be really good for you. It's something that you needed. You know, you probably had some struggles in the past. This person grounds you. This person gets you. You know, you've been stressed about relationships, or just stressed. You know, even if this is a friendship gets really cool, and you know, it could definitely turn into a relationship. So if you're not like, oh, I don't want that right now. All right, this friend is going to be around here. The number 4 may be significant to you. All right. So let's see what is going on here with the romance. But just be mindful about telling people, you know, like, about this particular relationship. You know, even if it's just getting off on its feet, and because there's somebody there that has like a green eye. There's this little jealousy going on here. Okay. So express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. All right. So that's what I'm saying. Somebody will be talking to you and letting you know how they really feel. And they might be just overwhelming for you, because you never had that type of, you know, had anybody do that before. So again, soulmate showed up, bottom of the deck, and then natural evolution. So this is going to grow organically, this relationship. But you guys, I mean, look at these two. They are very intense with each other. There's a lot of intensity here. Okay, they could be a Scorpio. I'm getting like water energy here, so they could be a Scorpio as well. But there's this intensity going on. All right, that yes, you've met your soulmate. If you didn't believe it, now you know it. This person gets you. They're not here looking at your flaws. They don't care if you don't have that much to offer. They just want to be your friend and love you and be in your life. Is that too much to ask? Simple things in life. We missed the mark. Clarify, what's this? Express your love. So healthy choices in reverse, making healthy choices in love and life. So, yeah, you might have, again, not had someone express you in a healthy way, that they care about you, that they feel about how they feel about you. So, it could be off-putting to you, Libra, where you're just like, ooh, I didn't, OG Philly's in the building. Salute, my good brother. Much love to you. Thank you so much for coming through. Peace. You might not have had anybody been able to express to you, wow, that this is how they really feel, or just a different type of experience. And it might be you've been probably dealing with people who've been jealous of you, or may not like certain things about you, but they front about it or whatever. Now you're going to have somebody who's going to be upfront and tell you things. Yeah, you got the girl with the snake and the sword, and like two cards. Both the other cards came up simultaneously to the bottom of the deck. So you have the snake here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Be careful, be mindful. If this is a male Libra, you want to be mindful about talking to other women about this person. Like if you're telling like a family member or something like that, that's fine. But if you're telling like a friend, a female friend, they may, and who, I don't know, they may like you as well. So just be mindful of you're expressing yourself to other people about this new person, because there is somebody in the midst that is jealous of you. There's always going to be haters, right? So Libra, that's what I have for you right now. Okay, so good luck. You guys are going to have, things are going to pick up, and it might move so fast that you may get engaged or married, come the new year, like March. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to the next of the air signs, which is Aquarius. I have 5. For those that don't know, I have 5 favorite signs. I'm biased, and except because Pisces is number 1 always, for better or for worse, in sickness and in health, till death do us part. And then I have Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, and Aquarius as my top 5. But they, after Pisces, they can interchange. Aquarius could be number 2, Taurus is number 3, etc. Taurus could be number 3 or number 2 at any given time, right? So that's why. I ain't gonna get into all of the whys I like them, except for Pisces. Y'all know why. I got my affinity with Pisces, my love-hate relationship. Okay, so let's move on to Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, Aquarius. Here we go. Let's go ahead and kick it. See what you have here for Libra season. Aquarius is the 5th sign of the air, so slow to move again. That sitting on things, but Aquariuses are the humanitarians of the chart. They, will do a lot for people on the outside. They may not take care of themselves so much because they're out, out and about in the world. But they are also introverts, where they can just sit back because they give so much of themselves. They're intuitive as well, but because they give so much of themselves that they are just like burnt out and just secluded. Aquarius does the Irish kiss, where they just, you see them and then they gone, and you're like, what happened to Aquarius? Sagittarius does that number 2. They Sagittarius and Aquarius are the peculiar ones in the group. I swear you could never figure out an Aquarius. It is just like, what? Everybody says this. Like, it's not just me. There's no Aquarius slander here. I love me some Aquarius. Well, I love that energy. I don't necessarily love Aquarius like that, but I like their energy. All right, so Aquarius, you got the Two of Wands here. So there's this decision, maybe moving, okay, where you're thinking about moving, either in the next town, next state, next country, you know, somewhere far from where you're at. Here you got middle of the deck is the Knight of Cups here. So romance, there could be a romantic coming in for you. And then the Four of Cups, though, because you're probably moving away from. So Libra setting off the charts here with romance. I like it, but I don't like it. I've gotten better with liking romantic stuff, but whatever. So, you know, here you go, Aquarius. You got the Two of Wands here. You could be, you know, moving with a partner to a bigger place. Maybe there's some type of expansion that needs to happen. Partnering with others, sharing your dreams, expanding your plans, right? Taking the next steps. So let's see what else is going on here. You could be looking or working overseas or making plans and connections with people overseas. I hear telemarketing, telecommunication. All right. So that could be your business, or that could be the business that you're looking into, or that's just you're conversing with people. Okay. So something's going to be growing here again, possibly next year. So April, March, more so April. This is Aries. You could be dealing with an Aries. Okay, so fire sign, or a Sagittarius or Leo. All right, so the Three of Pentacles here. Yeah, so this has to do with work. You know, this is work related. Clarifying this too is the three. So that's five energy here. All right, so there's this change going on. So work related. Somebody sees, you could be getting the recognition that you need. You got the Ace of Pentacles here. All right, so it's in reverse right now. So yeah, there's this big financial leap that's going to be happening for you, Aquarius, for better lack of words. And this has to do with work. So, you know, maybe moving into another residence, you know, town, county, community, you know, moving across the country, moving over, you know, the country over the other side of the world, could be bringing you some financial benefits. All right. But there's definitely this collaboration here. All right. So, or, you know, if you are married or you have a partner, a romantic partner, you could be doing some business together. This is generating some money. Overseas, you could be talking to someone that is like long distance, and, you know, for some reason, this like garners a relationship where you guys, you know, hook up. So, but definitely about money. Definitely something to do with expansion with money, but it's you moving forward in this. So you might have been having some issues, not issues at work, but, you know, you're probably coming to a crossroad in the fork in the crossroad right now of life, where what do I do next? You know, how is my financial portfolio looking? How am I moving, you know, as far as, yeah, finances? How am I moving in relationships? So there's a new step happening for you, but this is definitely work related, and it can turn into a relationship or just a good partnership. You guys will work very well together. I need to turn my fan on. Hold on, y'all. If I'm burning up. They told me to put this shirt on. Shoot. Trying to be all cute and whatnot. Oh, no. This is my child. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on. Jeez. All right, sorry guys. I don't know. You know this. When it's Wednesday, I get calls, right? I chilling the rest of the days. But Wednesday, for some reason now, when I do my live, I get all the calls. All right, so let's go ahead, Aquarius, and see what's going on in the love department, okay? All right, so we have here a fearless love in reverse. What's underneath that? Religious factor. So, this could be somebody that that differs from you in their religious beliefs and their spiritual beliefs. We got rekindle here, bottom of the deck. So, it could be somebody that you are with right now, or this is somebody new. If it is somebody new, they are just, with this fearless love. Look at this passion. So this could definitely be a fire sign, just bringing this intensity to you, Aquarius. And Leo is your sister sign. So, that could work well with you guys. Or it could be just a little bit much because you guys are sister signs. But this is something that could differ from you, like I said, in different belief systems. They just do things maybe a little differently from you. But that's all right. I mean, that's what makes opposites attract. We need that in our lives. That's how we grow emotionally, spiritually, mentally. What's this fearless love? So you have camera here. Okay, so so this could be somebody that you know, and it could be a work relationship. Be careful how those things go. But could be somebody that works close with you, or like I said, this could be a partner that you're already with, right? A romantic partner that you guys are thinking, elevating the status quo right now, wanting to get, some type of financial, some type of ventures, capitalizing on something, gaining money, things of that nature. Okay. Middle of the deck here. The golden mirror, one-sided relationship, love bombing. So you could have had some issues like that in the past. We got soulmate here in reverse. So this could turn into something a little more organic, Aquarius, with this person that you could be doing a collaboration with. If you don't know them like that, you'll be getting to know them. Hey, who knows? Sparks could fly, right? But if this is your partner, just know that this may be bringing you guys a lot closer, because who doesn't like money? All right, Aquarius, that's what I have for you. Very nice. So Aquarius and Libra got love connections going on here, a la money. Last of the zodiac is Gemini. This is mutable. Red illusions in the building. Salute, salute. So sorry I didn't see your salutations. All right, so Gemini is the mutable of the air sign. So again, that's that going with the flow. They are the twins of the zodiac. People say, Geminis are two-faced, and it's just that they're twins. So you're going to get the dark Kermit, and you're going to get the light Kermit. You're going to get the good, happy, fun, happy-go-lucky Gemini. The devious, mischievous, light shit up type Gemini, and that's just what it is. Talking shit Gemini, that's what it is. That's what you'll get. Gemini's a little spicy, they're a little too much to handle at times. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's going on for Gemini. Sun, Moon, rising into Venus. And my the StreamYard is running a little slow. Right, it booted me out just a little. Just bear with me, guys, as far as getting this message out for everybody. All right, so Gemini, what do we have here for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Venus, rising. Okay. Ooh, you got the strength card here. So Leo energy. We got justice, Libra energy here, like that justice card. Middle of the deck. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. So earth energy here. Slow to move. You could be stubborn on making some type of decision financially, Gemini. Okay. Or you could be dealing with a Leo, earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. But this is having courage to stand up either for yourself. Maybe you also are having some, financial issues, kind of like what Aquarius and Libra are going through, but not in the extent of getting, something financially taking off. But I feel like you may need to stand your ground in regards to like the amount of work that you do, like asking for a raise or some type of recognition, and you may not feel like you should say anything at the moment, but this is the time to have this strength, to have this courage, to stand up for yourself and speak up and speak about, all the work that you've put in. There could be something coming along for you too, Gemini, in regards to a new position at work, or you looking into working for yourself. Right. And that might be it. You may just want to take that leap and get out of the plantation, the 9 to 5, right? The 8 to 4, and start on your own. But know that you have a archangel here, Archangel Ariel, that's working with you. All right. Now let me see, because these cards, I haven't used this deck in like a couple of years. So I familiarized myself with the deck as I was putting it up today. And I noticed that at the corner here, there's like initials for the archangels, because this is an angel deck. And I was like, oh, that's really cute. So let's just see really quickly what Archangel Ariel has to deal with. And this is, working with manifesting abundance and prosperity. All right, fulfilling your material needs. So Ariel presents herself to be dressed more forest-like clothing rather than the typical angelic robes. So you may be looking into, gardening or some type of outdoor work, and you feel like that's such a stretch from what you've been doing. And this is your passion. This is what you love to do, Gemini. So you're just like, damn, I don't know if this is going to work out financially. Like, how is this all going to look, right? There's this apprehension, there's this being scared, and this is all your feelings and emotions are validated, Gemini. That is absolutely right to feel that way, scared, worried. How is this all going to look? This is something new. I'm taking a new leap of faith and getting out from where I used to be and going into something that I love to be in, but I have to start from scratch. I have to start anew, and that could be overwhelming. All right, let's see and clarify, why is this strength card here? But you got this Leo energy, and that's the sun. Leo represents the sun, the soul, right? So find it within you to just take that encouraging leap of faith and get out there and do what it is that you love to do. All right, compassion for things that brings you forgiveness. So having this apologetic feeling towards what you're going to be doing. Okay, personal power. Realizing that you're stronger than you knew. Oh, wow. And then you got the Queen of Water here. So you could be dealing with somebody that's like a cusp Cancer energy. All right, because we got the Queen of Cups here. That's mother. That is Cancer energy, Pisces, Scorpio here. So loving, caring, psychic. Like I said, Cancers are the psychic of the zodiac. This could be a mother figure that you could be working with, or an older woman that's wise, that could give you some guidance. This could be a boss where, if you, maybe you have a couple of supervisors or managers at the job, and the one that, there's one that you can talk to and say, hey, I was thinking about, I really been putting my time in, etc. And, you're looking to see how either you can get extra money, how you can maybe do overtime, or how you can like get a raise, or, someone you could speak to in regards to investing in yourself and, doing something outside of, like I said, the 9 to 5. Middle of the 6 of fire here. Okay, 6 of Wands. So just know that you will be successful. This will be happening. And then you got the 3 of Wands here in reverse. So things are not going to take off just right now, but you need to start implementing, you know, designs and implementing a plan here. Okay, not just, all right, I'm going to take off and then that's it. Like, leave whatever I have going on here and then just jump into something that you don't really, about, but you don't fully grasp and you fully don't know about it, right? So getting advice, and this could probably most likely take off in Aries season, or in December. So from December to April, you have this window, or even all the way up until August. You have this window of planning. All right, you may be just in the beginnings of getting planning, construction. You might be wanting to go into construction work if that's what you're thinking. But a lot of things have to be planned out before you just jump out from where you're at. You know, if you are working a traditional job, keep as much, money you get from this job to put into what you want to do outside of this, right? Maybe if you are doing something on the side from your traditional job, so maybe doing things on the weekends, side jobs, whatever it is that you're looking into doing, so that this way you are familiar with what it is that it takes, as opposed to just jumping out from where you're at, where there's a safety net to, you want to take that big leap, that's fine. That might be where the apprehension's at, but just, there's this advisory to get counseling. All right. So let's go ahead and see what's going on in the romance department. What does Gemini need to know for the romance? When people just now get to me, like, what if I was having a crisis? I'm just thinking, like, that call, I thought it was my son. And I'm just like, why are people getting back to me like 2 weeks later, a week later? Like, hello. So what is this here for Gemini? Like I said, you could be dealing with a cusp, Gemini, a cusp of a Cancer, Leo energy. So like July 19th, July 20th, July 21st, July 22nd can kind of be either Leo. All right, so you have your perfect match. All right, so this could be your perfect match. Working with you, you complete each other in the most harmonious ways. So if you are with somebody, they could be, Cancer, a Leo, water energy, right? But this is your perfect match. This is somebody that's going to back you up in the decisions that you're making. They're here to support you. They could be giving you wise counsel, Gemini. So middle of the deck is psychic connection here in reverse. Yeah, this is like, you may not intuitively get and understand what your partner is saying, but they get you completely. Because again, if it is a Cancer here, right, that's that intuitiveness, a psychic, they get it. Here we got twin flame union. So again, confirmation, this is like really your mates, okay? Or you, Gemini, you may be mirroring. Who is your sister sign? Who the heck is your sister sign? Is it Scorpio? No, it's not Scorpio. No, it's not Scorpio. I think it's Sagittarius. Anyway, this person, they get you. You understand. You have support from your partner. Your romantic spouse, partner. What else? They got you. They got you back. Let's clarify what's this perfect match. Passion, they care for you. You know, they want to see you grow. This is perfect. All right, so we got self-indulgence here. So focusing on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. What do we have bottom of the deck? Focusing out, sunglasses. All right, so bottom of the deck is sunglasses. So self-indulgence here, like don't get too I feel like melancholy. I feel like you may feel like somebody doesn't get you or understands you, but that's not the case. They may not relate it in the way that you want them to, but know that they got your back in the decision that you want to make with, you know, going, maybe you want to go into business for yourself. So yeah, you got this, your partner's got your back, but you may feel like, oh, they don't, you know, really understand or whatever. If you're just being nitpicky, Gemini, they got you. This is a great partnership here. This is somebody that you're going to need to have the strength with you to go through these new endeavors. All right. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. That is it for the air signs. Let's get you a wisdom oracle, but I'm going to be using the life purpose oracle today. Instead, the life purpose oracle, again, using angels. All right. So let's see. The purpose banner. So wisdom oracle for all air signs here. What is the wisdom oracle for all air signs? And then we will be moving on to water. Scorpio will be up next. Scorpio. And Venus. Okay. What you need to know for the rest of the Libra season, air signs. All right. All right, so creative expression. Perfect for you guys. Your soul longs to express itself creatively. So yeah, this is definitely you guys, the air signs, because that's what I've been picking up. All three of you guys, Aquarius, that expansion, you know, somewhere overseas or, you know, the next town. Same thing with Gemini, you know, getting out there. You may be dealing with something with the earth there. All right. So landscaping, construction, like I said, could be doing gardening, like, so that's part of landscaping. Yes. What else? And Libra also, some type of expansion for you guys, using your creativity, what it is that you love to do, right? And then we got speaker here, bottom of the deck. Speaking up, speaking out for yourself, air signs. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration. So some of you may be doing, like I had mentioned for Aquarius, it's the telemarketing, telecommunications, right? So there's that speaking up, being clear. Okay, so that is it for you guys, air signs. That's what I have for you. Okay. Alrighty, let's move ahead to the water signs. Scorpio is up next. Scorpio is a fixed sign. All right, so they, you know, budge a little slowlier than the rest of their water signs. Level-headed. They also are intuitive. Sign of Taurus. And Scorpios deal with that underworld, you know, death, rebirth, transformation type energy. Scorpios, like Libras and Aquarius, is, you know, word on the street. It's not my word, but this is word on the street that they, you know, get busy. They, you know, flirty. They may not have many suitors, but they're flirty. But that's they like that. They like that attention, especially Scorpio and Libra. Okay, so Scorpio, let's get what you guys need to know for this. You almost are like the same, I feel. Scorpio and Libras are almost like the same. That same type of energy, really. sip some tea really quickly. Scorpio, what do we have for you guys for the Libra season? So, all right, so you got the Page of Fire here as your card, Scorpio. Fire energy. So you could be dealing with you could be dealing with the fire sign, so Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Middle of the deck is the 10 of Cups here, so this is like the perfect family situation. You guys are extremely happy emotionally. You know, there's this emotional maturity. What else? Raising families. You may be looking into adoption, or you know, things are better now with your children if you have children. All right, and then we have the Knight of Swords here, bottom of the deck. So someone's moving in close to you. That you could be, yeah, like I said, it could be some type of adoption. There could be somebody, you know, moving in pretty quickly. Because pages have to deal with that younger energy. All right, like school age. This could also be a message for you. Somebody you least expected presents some type of message to you in regards to your family. There could be somebody who is pregnant. Okay. This energy can also be a little impatient. So we got a lot of the swords, this Knight of Swords and this Page of Wands could be very like a fidgety, impatient person. You could be dealing with somebody who's like emotionally, like they could be childish in some ways, you know, and it's just like annoying. All right. So yeah. News of exciting opportunities. Okay, so yeah, again, there's that expansion for you, Scorpio. Okay, what else is here? Clarify this page. So it doesn't necessarily have to do with a birth, but there is an expansion going on here within yourself, within your family. Okay, what is this page? Okay, so the Nine of Swords in reverse here. So there's this, you know, releasing some stress. You could have been dealing with a lot. Scorpio. Okay, so we got transformation. Oh wow, transformation and the King of Earth, the King of Pentacles here, right side by side, bottom of the deck. Scorpio energy. So you showed up. There's some type of life change. There's some transformation going on in your life, Scorpio, that involves or revolves around your family members. Okay, this could be with this Earth energy, this King of Pentacles here in reverse. This could be dealing with somebody, a father figure, grandfather who passed away. So that, you know, that's transformation there. There's this divine timing. I don't know. Okay, so if there's a person that has passed away in the family, sometimes if you subscribe to this type of energy, there is a child that's born. All right, so you, if it's a female Scorpio, you may, you know, become pregnant. If it's a male Scorpio and you have a female, you know, you're involved with somebody, you can become pregnant. This could be something that you've wanted. Somebody's probably had a hard pregnancy, had a hard time with keeping a baby. Okay. Could have been very painful. You know, they might have lost a child, you know, during the middle of the night. It happened fast, rapid. Okay. So that's, I mean, that's happy news. It sounds kind of gloomful, but no, this is, you have a lot of protection around you spiritually, guardian angels. You could have like spirit totems. So this is a blessing. I feel like somebody may have had issues with rearing children, or you might be of a certain age where you didn't think you can have any more children, and then boom, that, you know, there's this blessing that comes through for you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the romance. Yeah, whatever it is moving really fast. So yeah, this energy is going to be moving fast for you. So if you weren't expecting to have any children, just know that it's happening. Okay. So, you know, just, I guess, protect yourself. That's the news. That's that page of wands. You know, somebody taking multiple tests. Like, what is this true? Is this real? Is this real? Yeah, man, we got passion here showing up. So yeah, for sure. Love language, quality time in reverse. Somebody might have had gone away, and you know, if they're in the military or something like that, and they've gone away, and they, you know, you come back on leave, boom, you get down and busy. You got this passion going on, fire energy again. So this child, you might conceive in the next fire sign, so that's Sagittarius, or there could be a delivery of a child, or a child coming into the home sometime like in the next. The fire signs are Aries, so April, right, or in August. Then we got disguise here. Some elements of your relationship are hidden. I feel like you won't know that this has happened, because it is an unexpected thing. There might be you might have to take a couple of tests to like really confirm. Or if you're doing in vitro fertilization, you know, there may be a couple of times you have to go through this trial and error, and you know, something happened, you know, it pays off in the end. There's an egg that has been sparked. All right, what is this passion? Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Oh yeah, y'all have. Scorpio, you sure have. You probably didn't even know it. Scorpio, if it's a Scorpio man, I'm shooting blanks. Oh no, oh no. Making some things is lightening up. Oh, okay. What's this passion here? So the mask again showed up. So I don't know. There could be, you know, again, I feel like it's a blessing in disguise, not so much somebody's like hiding something. I feel like it's more like a blessing in disguise. All right. So confirming this passion is kisses, you know, in reverse. Y'all taking me somewhere else, but there could be the 69. Somebody's getting really busy, and then you don't realize what you have done, and then boom, some little 9 months later, some little bambino comes out. All right, you got hands of cards in reverse here. Taking a chance, risk, right? If you weren't prepared for this is gonna happen. Okay, we got cassette here, bottom of the deck. Replaying events, overthinking, outdated thinking. Somebody is doing the old school whining and dining. Sure, that's going to make me feel a certain kind of way. We're going to get busy. All right, Scorpio, that's what I have for you for Libra season. You know, for those that weren't, you know, that's not what they're anticipating, then, you know, guard yourself up. But those that are, congratulations. So what do we have? Oh, we got, okay, I forgot that we were in water. Pisces. My number ones, me numero uno, Pisces, sun, moon, rising into Venus. Pisces is the mutable sign. Pisces, there's two fish, kind of like the Gemini, so they could be, you know, in the dark element, and then they could be, you know, the sweetest little things since God, you know, slice the bread. The sweethearts. I don't say this, but a few people have said, you know, you want a romantic type of really sweet, you know, picnic baskets, picnic in the park, picnic in the beach, just listening to old school music and just chilling and vibing and holding hands and just sweet little nothing. That's Pisces. Watch them because they get delusional. You know, Pisces, they got a bad rap for being the sign that has addiction problems. So drugs, alcohol, sex, gambling, maybe all of those. All right, Pisces, let's see what we got for you guys. Mutable energy, they go with the flow. They can get a little lost. They need to be grounded because they'll be up in la la land, but they are very intuitive. They can pick up on things that you'll be like, yo, how did you know that? Like spooky stuff. Oh, speaking of spooky, Scorpio, I just passed Scorpio. Rest in heavenly peace, eternal peace, my brother Rich Mo, whose birthday is the end of the month. He's no longer with us, but he's always in my mind. All right, Pisces, what do we got for you guys? Pisces. Pisces. Okie dokie. Ooh, you showed up in the reading. 2 of Cups. And what do we have here? The 3 of Wands, middle of the deck. So there's this decision, could be, meeting someone overseas, or someone's coming into your town or whatever, or this is somebody you've been dealing with long distance, and they're coming in to see you, Pisces. All right, bottom of the deck is the 4 of Cups. You might have felt like when's my time? When's my ship coming in? 4 of Cups, bottom of the deck. But know that there is a partnership coming in for you. I like how Libra just set off the reading with all this love and just nice pleasantry, like it's flowing here. Watch like Leo come up with some. Leo always comes up with some dark stuff, man. I tell you, I've read a couple of times. I'm like, damn, Leo. Or Gemini. Like, I'm glad Gemini is good right now. Libra is balancing the scales here. Things are going to be for us. All right. So Pisces, you got here falling in love, or the resurgence of a romantic relationship. Falling in love, forgiveness and ending of challenges, exchanging gifts, and don't give up on people who love you, right? Because there's that 4 of Cups there, giving up on love, the distractions of daily life, lost in your own world. Wake up, Pisces. You got somebody here for you. They could be another water sign like yourself, Cancer, of course, Pisces. Of course. You guys go hand in hand like a glove. Yeah, there's going to be harmonious energy going on in the households. Okay, there's this little trying to spark you guys up here, right? So falling in love again, resurgence of romantic relationship. I heard this before with some other energy that's playing a part. I don't know. Oh, and FYI, we're still in Uranus and Gemini. That's going to be for like the next, 100 years or so. Like, and that's not a really good warfare, things of that nature, destruction, chaos, wars. So, yeah, there could have been some tumultuous activity going on in the house for Pisces, and now things are a little, this energy here during Libra season is bringing you some good, clean, it's clearing out this negative energy and bringing in this harmonious one for you. All right, so what is this 2 of Cups here? You got Angel is it Raphael? Hold on. Yeah, in the bottom again, the corner there, you got Archangel Raphael. So let's read that really quickly. Ralphie, not Ninja Turtles either. So he's the physician, angels. Okay. If your health is challenged, you're dealing with physical pain, or you have other bodily ailments, this angel is here to doctor you up. If you're traveling, Raphael can see that your trip is safe and easy. Okay. He's also known to be a bit of the matchmaker. So, somebody doing some muscle massages and stuff. La, la, la. So seeking the right romantic partner with Raphael and Chumiel, which is another archangel in partnership. All right. So this is a good sign for Pisces, you guys, where there was this woe is me, you were probably feeling, maybe you were having not so much of a physical ailment, but a emotional one, a mental one, right? And maybe you were having like a depression, because Pisces could get into that very depressing. It's coming out for you guys. All right, so you got the King of Wands. King of Water. So Pisces, you showed up again. You are on top. So if this is a male Pisces, look, you are now emotionally feeling better. Yes, you have someone here that can help you get out of the funk that you were going through. Okay, middle of the deck is the Queen of Earth. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. So Virgo is your sister sign. You could be dealing with them. I think Pisces and Taurus, I heard, is also a good sign, a good match. And bottom of the deck is the Knight of Water. Wow. Oh my gosh. Look at you guys. Pisces, you got all this. You got you showing up here. You didn't come to Libra season right now. I think you need to thank Libra for bringing this harmony into your life, specifically romance. However, it doesn't necessarily have to be that. This could be just now you feeling, you smelling the roses, right? Really like feeling better about your life, feeling better about yourself. This is a romantic, situation for you, but it's definitely just like feeling good about yourself. And then you got the King of Fire right underneath that, under the Knight of Water here. All right, the King of Wands. So yeah, definitely good, definitely feeling sexually, whoa. All right, calm down, Pisces. Just, calm down. We got here compassion and understanding. Yeah. So you definitely could be dealing with another water sign as yourself. All right, so Cancer or another Pisces. Okay. It says don't give up on people you love. So what is this romance then? Let's move on to your romance. Who do you love? And are you sure? That's your song, Pisces. Listen to that. I forgot who sings that. Who do you love? It's the old school pop, not hip hop, but it's like a pop song back in the 80s. Okay, so let's see. What is the romance here? So yeah, self-love popped out, and so having self-love, maybe having some time getting like massage therapy, or being in a spa somewhere by water. Sometimes it's like little bath houses or a sauna, but a place where you are definitely you're taking care of yourself. Okay, maybe buying some flowers if this is a female Pisces, buying flowers in the home, uplifting that energy in there, brightening up the home. Okay. Ooh, rendezvous. Okay, you got real feelings in reverse. You might not have felt like somebody has real feelings for you, but they do. We got third party situation here, bottom of the deck. Rendezvous. Pisces, I don't know what's going on now. Let's just flip the script, but this could be you could be breaking someone. This is not for everybody, and I don't mean to laugh, but you end up with the mistress or the mister. All right, if that makes sense. We got rendezvous here in. So coming out of this third party situation, I mean, you get what you got. And that's it. That's all I gotta say. We got a private getaway for the two of you. Somebody, maybe that's what also sparks your the love life, the sex life, Pisces. You know, you guys get away or plans or make a trip to get away. Okay. You could also probably do like a date, spa date or something like that, where you guys are, you know, having this, you know, time together, but also you're still having self love for self. Does that make sense? What's this rendezvous? Because seriously, what just happened? I just saw third party, and it's just like, what? Seriously? We got physical touch underneath this. I feel like somebody, I don't know. This is a very one, maybe one or two people, maybe just one person that you may think that the person that you're with, I mean, I hate to bring the bad news and stuff, but you may feel like this is a person that things are going so great, but in behind the scenes, they got somebody else, or they're married to somebody else, or they're in a like committed relationship. Pisces is sneaky that too. I say Cancer's Scorpio, but I could speak for Pisces personally. So you're doing this shit. Whatever, Pisces. So let's see what's this rendezvous. Okay, so we got the butterfly here. Relationship evolving. Next phase in reverse. Bottom of the deck is yes. You know what? I mean, listen, these things do happen. This is the real world, right? For some, whatever, just one Pisces thing, I feel like whoever this person you're dealing with that has been in a relationship, like you are their person and they are yours. Even though they may be with somebody, they may be in a committed relationship or something, but unfortunately, things are just working out really good for you. And I mean, this could, I don't know, I feel like this is love. Like, you know, and it sucks because it's like, you can't, what do they say? You can't help who you fall in love with or who you like have feelings for. Like, you can control them, you know, if you're emotionally, you know, mature enough, like the king of water here. But yeah, man, I mean, these things happen. Pisces, you got some thinkings to do. I mean, they may just end up leaving their person to be with you. Okay, goodbye, Pisces. You know what? Because y'all just got messy real quick. I knew somebody's gonna be messy. I knew it. I didn't expect Pisces because Pisces is unassuming. They are sweethearts. They do their little flirty thing, but they're not like a Scorpio flirt. They're not like a Libra flirt, but they do flirt. True, yes, they do. They're really cute with it too. And you be like, oh, yeah, they're really cute. You just be like, what? They be saying that. No, my Pisces, you know, you see what you do to me? You see what you do to me? Anywho, Pisces, get out of here. Whatever third party things going on, handle your scandal. Cancer, let's go ahead and get you here. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Peace, man. You know I love y'all. Okay. Uh, so forgive me if I don't see your message really quickly. I'm just trying to flow because I got to go. I got to call my mama back. The Virgo. Brother T is in the building. Salute. My brother Smitty, salute. Peace and love to y'all. Pisces be sneaky than a mug. You know what I'm saying? Do they? I know. I'm married to one. My father was a Pisces. My grandfather was a Pisces. And I have a daughter that's a Pisces. I know. Dumb men is something else. Them men. Okay. So I'm in the chart section. Much love to you too, brother T. Gotta chop it up. Okay, so Cancer, let's see what's going on for you guys in Libra season, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cancers are the cardinal of the water signs. So again, when we talked about the cardinals and what that represents, that's leadership. That is taking charge. Cancers can be a little stubborn too. They almost are in that fixed energy, like a Scorpio, or like a Taurus. Cancers are the psychic of the zodiac. They are really intuitive. Like they're empaths. So they pick up everybody's energies, kind of like Pisces. That's why Pisces and Cancer can really work well together, because it's like Magneto and Professor X, or Jean Grey and Professor X. They just can talk telepathically to each other. They can pick up on everybody else's energy. Pisces is the last of the zodiac signs, so they get everybody's energy before they get to their own. So sort of like Cancer, they can pick up on everybody's energy when they're around, whether it be via online, or with people in the physical, and that could be dreams. But Cancers are also nurturers. They're dependable. They're ruled by the moon, so yeah, they get a bad rap for being moody. But understand that they, like Cancers, take energy every 2.5 days. The moon cycle changes and it goes into different signs. So right now we're don't know where the moon is. I think it's in Scorpio, but don't quote me on that one. Nonetheless, Cancer has to take this energy on, right? And so they'll pick up all of everybody's, BS. And then when they call you on it, you're like, well, the Cancer's being like this. This tired of BS. Like, we've taken up, and I say we because my sun sign is in Cancer. I'm July 19th. So I'm more of a cusp of Leo, but I definitely, BS detector is on. All right. So yeah, man. Cancers have that motherly, nurturing, again, intuition. So yeah, I also say get you a Cancer as a best friend, because they some good, reliable, dependable. Yeah, they may be moody. Some people say, oh, the Cancers are crybabies. No, you know who's really the crybaby is Pisces. Pisces will have that emotional, Cancers and Pisces and Taurus, we all black out. Don't play with a Cancer. Don't play with a Pisces. Don't play with a Scorpio. And don't play with a Taurus. That's all I gotta say. Some people, those signs are Gemini too, but the ones that I mentioned, those are the people you need to stop playing with them, because they are the sweethearts. They really will put you up on their shoulder, like, let's go. They will not leave the soldier behind type energy. So, all right, Cancer. Oh, you got the Sun card, Cancer. I love it. Did I not say I'm like cusp of a Leo? Okay, so Cancers, you have here the Sun card, a time of great joy and success, brilliant epiphanies that lead to the magical opportunity, plans that work out perfectly, gratitude to the divine. God is the sun. All right, if you subscribe to that, you subscribe to God. So also, this could be a new beginning, divine timing, a new beginning. Not so much a relationship, but there could be, you like Scorpio, there could be a baby coming in on the way. If you didn't, you might have had a hard time, or it wasn't the perfect time to start a family, or to bring a child into this world. There may be this opportunity coming up for you. What is Uriel? You got bottom of the deck is the 3 of Wands here. So yeah, planning for the long term, abundance. Be patient with your decision on what's next, right? So yeah, if Cancer's and you rule the stomach and the breast area. So yeah, there could be a Cancer, female Cancer, not me, because I'm out of mother, like that baby carrying stage. All right, I'm gonna be 50 next year, so no. But if we have Cancers out here who are in the childbearing stages, women that are in the childbearing stages, then there could be a chance for a baby to come through. Okay. Underneath that is the moon card. So I love how these major arcana showed up for Cancer. Like, I think Cancer, you needed a little sigh of relief, like a blessing to come through. Like, you needed some good news to hear. And yes, a baby is a good news, but there could be if it's not a actual birth, a physical birth, this could be birth of ideas, creativity. You might be feeling slumped in your creativeness and what you can do. So, but you have the moon card here too, and you're ruled by the moon. So that's that energy that's been hidden inside, and now it's coming to the forefront. All right. And then, wow, you got justice right underneath that. That's Libra energy. You have 3 major arcanas that showed up. Beautiful. Yeah. You got Libra energy pushing this through. Okay. Standing up for what you believe in, trying to see all sides of the situation. You will win in your position, but you will win if your position is one of integrity. Of course, it is Cancer. You are the stand-up man. You are the stand-up woman. All right. Let's clarify a little bit. What's the sun here? We also have an archangel. What is the archangel? Uriel showing us really quickly. Is it you? Yeah, Uriel. Uriel. Sorry. Why I don't see him here? Well, I know it's Archangel Uriel, but I don't see his oh, here we go. My bad. All right. So here, this is Archangel Uriel showing up for Cancer. It is the Archangel of epiphanies and brilliant ideas, right? So this is the time for creativity. Archangel Uriel will brainstorm with you and give you fantastic input. He is also the Archangel of emotional healing and life transformation. Cancer, I'm going to cry because Lord only knows we need this. We need this when you got Jupiter in your sign right now as well. So that's expansion in could be with childbirth. It could be in money or just creativity, having these massive ideas come through fruition, and then you can imply them and get generating some money in here. I got goosebumps. I'm about to cry, Cancers, because we need this win. What else here? Okay, and he also means the light of God. Okay, so just know, again, for those that subscribe to God, Allah, Yahweh, Jehovah, God is working on your side. It's divine timing. Look at the little what is that, the little sand of time thing? I don't know the name of it, the glass where the little sand slips through. All right, this is all divine timing. This is working in your favor, but you got to seize the moment, Cancer. You got to grab on top of it, because it'll go just like that. All right, let's clarify again the sun card. Definitely give gratitude to the divine. Page of Earth here. So Page of Pentacles for this sun. Yeah, new ideas, exactly. So when you imply whatever creativity that's been sitting dormant in your brain cells, this is going to bring forth a new idea in finances. Okay, it could be regarding school. We got the Knight of Swords here, bottom of the middle of the deck. Okay, so air energy, and then the Six of Wands here. So there is that victoriousness. God is on your side. You got this. It's a win. That's what I'm saying, Cancer. You needed this win. All right, success, recognition. This is going to bringing you self-esteem. All right, because Cancers, you guys can get depressed. Like Pisces, y'all be in the dumps too, and that moodiness. Listen, I know all about it. You needed this. Okay, something. You could be working with prints, like maybe creating a print or something. I don't know if that makes sense. Going back to school, maybe learning a little bit more of the trade or what it is that you're working on. Maybe you want to look into some financial books, maybe take a a business class. Something in the mail is going to be coming to you too. This could be in regards to like an award. This could be a scholarship. Okay, if you put some scholarships out there for your children, this could be an award letter. This could be a letter coming in regards to some type of money or notification. I think we're. I don't know if the rest of the country is getting this, but I know in New York State and New York City, New York State, we're supposed to be getting what they call, I don't know. It's like a stimulus check or something like that. I forgot it's like incentive, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it's your money coming back to you, but however, it's still money coming in. Okay, so that could be coming in for you in the next couple of weeks, Cancer. Be prepared. I love it. I love it. I want to stay right here. I don't want to read anybody else right now. I love this. All right, Cancer, let's go into your romance really quickly. Again, salute to everybody that's come through and has been chilling out with me. Also, don't forget to hit that like button and share this out to anybody you think that may be interested in getting some tarot messages, some spiritual messages, some divine messages. Also, I am doing personal readings. So if you're interested, you can click go into the About section and click the link, and you can book a reading with me. My scheduled hours of operation are Thursdays and Fridays, 1:30 to 6. All right. Also, if you feel inclined, these messages are hitting you in the right spot in the heart chakra, you can send a donation. That's in the scroll right there. Okay. All right, Cancer. Let's see what's cooking for you, sun, moon, rising, Venus, your love life. Let's see what it is. Cancer's like, I don't really care about a love life right now. Like I feel like I hit the jackpot. Cancer, you may want to get some scratch offs. You may want to get some scratch. Play the lotto. All right, so we got real feelings here. Yeah, real feelings in reverse. Didn't I just say Cancer is like, We got retreat. You're pulling back. Nah, there's not anything happening. We got open your heart. It says love is the highest energy of all. Let it in. I feel like you're going to be just happy and loving yourself right now. Things are going to just be going great for you in a way that is just like, and even if you are in a relationship and a partnership, I feel like this is you. Like, listen, let's not get it twisted. We still individuals by ourselves, yes. But when we get with a partner, yes, we do move as one. But right now, it's your turn, Cancer, to get yourself going. Maybe you've suppressed, being the person that you really want to be for family, right? For the sake of family, for the sake of your relationship. And now you're like, listen, I'm about to get this stuff on and popping. I'm about to be going back to school, getting this money, figuring out how we can generate more money. All right, so what is this real feelings here? Clarify this real feelings. I ain't mad at you, Cancer. I'm in full support with you. Let's do this. Amen. Hallelujah. I gotta praise God right now. Shoot. I swear I needed to hear this. For myself, I am in the general population with you. All right, so we got hammer here. Rebuilding, persistent, working on it. Okay, what else? Coffin and endings, new beginnings, right? New beginnings, change, growth, liberation. You may be a relationship may be coming to an end. So there's this where you have to maybe start looking into something else that's going to generate money. You probably have to start taking care of yourself. But if not, this relationship, like just what I said, if you had to put yourself on hold for the greater good of the relationship or for your family, now it's time for you. And I feel like, no one's stopping you. No one's in your way. It's just, this is what you needed to do for self. Bottom of the deck is photography. All right. Looking at your photos, nostalgia, making new memories. So, you may be broken up. Somebody may be sitting up there like, damn, Cancer got away. Like, damn, look at Cancer grow. Look at Cancer glow. Look at them, what they're doing now. Damn, I've effed up on Cancer. Oh, well. Oh, well. This could be an earth sign, okay, that you're dealing with, or just not fire. But I feel like It don't matter who it was. They're just going to be sitting there watching your glow up. That's what it is. All right, Cancer, that's what I have for you in Libra season. Good for you. Kudos. That is it for the water signs. Let's get you your wisdom oracle. Jess. And then we'll be moving on to Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. My peculiar little creatures, I call them. Sagittarius has a special place in my heart because that's my oldest daughter, Sagittarius, and my niece. They're a little quiet, a little reserved, but honey, get out of their shell. You'll be like, what, Sagittarius? That's you? Wow. They have fun. They're good people. Mutable energy. So let's get the all signs here for water. G. Okay. So what does the water signs need to know? What do water signs need to know? Okie dokie. Oh, children. Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Middle of the deck is support. All right. Your life purpose fully supports you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Especially Cancer. Okay. Bottom of the deck is music. Your connection to music and healing for yourself. That's Cancer. And that's Pisces putting on that music. Scorpio putting on that music, like whatever it is. And they getting down and dirty. Uh-oh. Let me charge up my computer because I'm getting it late. All right. So your part here, water signs, is children. Okay. So family, right? Your children, they're all supportive. Everybody is support with you, for you. I forgot who it is, Scorpio or Pisces, that if you wasn't thinking about having a child, they're coming. Okay. We got your life purpose involving helping, teaching, and healing children. Okay. So maybe going into some type of music class, or making a children's album. I was going to say a children's tape, but that's still the same thing. So music for children. But yeah, definitely Cancer for sure, because you are the mother. Like I said, doesn't matter if it's male or female, but you are the nurturers. And then we got this Leo here, this lion. So that's why I say, because you could be that cusp, helping your children out, maybe playing maybe some meditation music in the households, or playing like that good soulful, or classical music, something that helps uplift, that gets the kids like in tune. They probably need like some kind of balance. Music heals, right? Laughter heals. So putting that on. I know my mom back in the days used to Saturdays, and I sent her a reel the other day of the old school music, Pointer Sisters. My mom, most of our moms would do that. They would put the music on, and we would all have to clean up. Well, it was really just me and her because my brother was a baby, and I'm the oldest. So, yeah. Okay, where are we at? Sagittarius. The Sagittarius is the mutable sign. Okay, they go with the flow of things. They can be a little stubborn. They could be slow to move on decisions, but once they got it, it starts to click. They move, but they kind of, like I said, they move to their beat of their own drum. Alive of the party, like Aquarius, they'll give you the Irish kiss, meaning they will not say goodbye. They will not give you a kiss goodbye when they're out of the family and friends and parties. They just bounce, like, okay, goodbye, I'm done. Like, or not even say goodbye. They just walk out, and you'd be like, what happened to Sagittarius? Like, I don't know. They're tired. They want to go home, or they just don't want to be here. They're not feeling the environment, right? They're not feeling it. All right. So let me just put this here. Sagittarius. So Sag, let's see what's cooking for you guys in Libra season. What do we have for Libra and Sagittarius and Libra season? Okay. Ooh, so you got the Queen of, wow, you guys showed up. There you go. Got the Queen of Wands here. Bottom, middle of the deck is the Eight of Wands, so more fire energy. So there's this certain type of divine communication happening for you. Could be in regards to a relationship, Sagittarius, or there could be some news regarding a mother figure or an older like sibling, but this it has to be like mother figure like. So there could be an older sister. It could be an older male, but he may have traits of like being a little more understanding, a little more compassionate, right? But it's specifically like maternal figure, so grandma, auntie, okay. Unexpected events or rapid changes, okay. It could be a business travel. And then bottom of the deck is the 10 of Pentacles. I mean, excuse me, the 10 of Wands, more fire energy. All right, so this is that burden. You could, if you are a Sagittarius that's a mother, there is a lot of, obviously, that job alone, that title alone carries a lot of weight to it. So, the 10 of Wands has to do with carrying all this burden. But again, you may be helping a mother figure or grandmother, Sagittarius, if this is not you as a mother, or if it's a male, you may be helping out, taking the load off of your, mother, grandmother, older sister, and aunt. Okay. All right, let's clarify here. So it says, this could be also if you are a female Sagittarius, you are feeling yourself right now, okay, because the Wands has to do with sexuality or just feeling really good about yourself, like stunning, okay. So talented, independent. There is nothing you can't do. Believe in yourself. Never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true. The need to balance between career and personal life is now. I was just reading that off of the Queen of Wands here. All right. So some of you might have need to hear that. Never underestimate your abilities. Libra is bringing this. I like this energy, Libra. Thank you. Thank you. Because Libra is balancing out some things that have been going on with us. Not to mention that we got Mars and Scorpio, which also is bringing some type of hot, heavy, fast energy, if you will. And, we could be dealing with power struggles, manipulation, spiritual warfare, or we can be getting personal growth, detoxing, and overcoming fears. And I feel like Libra is doing that for us so far. So good. Okay. So, Sag, let's see what else is here. Find this Queen of Wands. So you showed up fire energy. Wow. So I'm going to take these two just because Libra's blessing us right now. So you got release. You got two major arcanas that showed up. You got the Death card. So there's that transformation, that it's the sign of Scorpio. And then you got Temperance here, which is Sagittarius. And that's the balance here in reverse. All right. Middle of the deck is the Six of Pentacles. Okay. There's that balance. Again, Libra energy is bringing balance to you, Sag. All right. So you also need to give them a big thank you because they'll bring you out. The Seven of Swords here. So awareness, caution. All right. So no self-sabotaging. No one, there's no more sneakiness, no more lying, no more hidden agendas. Things are just going to be working out for you. Big transformations here. Okay. With this major arcana, you got these archangels or just spirit guides, spirit guides, archangels, or just your guardian angels around helping you during this time as well. Okay. And the fact that they're big major cards here, that's powerful. That's impactful. You may have been feeling off balance. You may have been overindulging on something. So be careful because, like I just said, Mars is in Scorpio. You could be doing the overindulgence or detoxing, which is what you need to be doing. for this time. And that's probably what you're doing. You're coming out of a cycle where you were probably having this, and now you're going to be like, you know what, I'm detoxing from the negative people, I'm detoxing from the negative mindset, you know, the negative energy, people around me, places. Like, you're just starting to remove all that out of your aura, your circumference, so that things could be better for you. All right, so death card could also literally mean death, somebody passing away. So I feel like if you help this older, this maternal figure in your life, that, you know, they don't need to be doing all this cleaning and carrying and stuff. This could cause a heart attack. So that could also bring a death there. But I don't see that, but just letting you know, FYI, this could be preventable, Sagittarius. All right, let's go on to the love department for you guys. All right, so we got honest communication. Talking to somebody. I don't necessarily see anybody like Cancer, you know, like I don't really see anybody here. I feel like this is just like for you guys, like personal strength, personal growth, your personal life. All right, just getting yourself back in action, feeling good about how things are turning out for you. And know that, you know, if you take care of, it's written in the Bible, if you, I mean, even if you don't subscribe to that, or the Quran, you know, taking care of your family first, your parent and your father, right? Honoring thy mother, thy father. Your life will be long and successful because you put them first. You take care of them. Now, I'm not saying if this parent is like, you don't have no relationship with them. I'm talking about the people that are there taking care of their that they're there in an opportunity that they take care of their parents, and then do that. All right, your days will be long by doing that. All right, let's see in the love department. Yes, I'm gonna go call my and tell her, you need to help me, because she's in Sagittarius and we have a black cat. Yeah, she's the oldest. That's the oldest sister, right? We call her like, look, the card said. So what is in the love department? Okay, so you guys got, yeah, friendly support in reverse. All right, so you know, I'm not really feeling you guys really entertaining anyone right now. We got love language, affirmations, physical connections showed up. There's too many cards here, I won't take it. Finances and career, let go of control issues. Bottom of the deck is very soon. You might be dealing with somebody where you just like, you know what, this isn't working out for my greater good, my higher self. And you know, you're doing so much right now that, as far as taking care of your mental mind state, taking care of your physical mind state, that somebody else is just like, look, you are bringing me down. All right, I just can't deal. They're not giving you that friendly support that you need. They're not encouraging you. You know, I don't want to say naysayers, but like, it's just like, you know it, you know, they're not giving that support to you. They might not be giving it now. I'm not saying you got to let them go completely, but you know, it's a cycle. So listen, if they're not giving you that support, you still continue to glow up, Sagittarius. Don't let anybody, you know, rain on your parade. All right. So the Grim Reaper there, so that's like endings. So there's a cycle. Of course, we see the death card here too. So that's a cycle ending. All right. What is this friendly support in reverse? Seduction. Okay. Yeah. Healthy heart. Right. So this is taking care of yourself. And I feel like it's not being reciprocated at the moment. We got girl with the snake bottom of the deck. All right. So being charmed or used, you're not feeling that. Okay. With the seduction here, like, no, don't try to play, you know, cute or coy. Like, this is something happening serious in my life that I'm taking seriously, that I need to do that for my betterment. And you know, piss off, you're not giving me that, right? So attraction, flirting, dating, you know, it does say third party interference. Maybe there is a third party involved. You see this, you're like, I'm not dealing with all that type of drama, that negative Seven of Swords. Like, I'm not going back and forth with the sneakiness. We're not doing any of that stuff. You know, and see here, there's this admiration, but you know, somebody may not be giving you that admiration right now, or you just don't have anybody in your life. And that's also good. And that's what I'm getting to. I don't see that there's somebody there. And you're being selective. Like, it's like, I need somebody who's going to be there to be, you know, like running with the punches with me, you know, rolling with the punches with me, right? Not overburdening me, or not letting me take on all the responsibilities, but, you know, having this shared experience. And if they're not, you know, you know what to do, Sagittarius. But that's what I have for you guys. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the next of the fire signs. That is Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aries is the cardinal. Know that we are going to be we are in Mars right now, which is your planet, your ruling planet under the sign Scorpio. So you'll be affected by this. Scorpio will be affected by this. Let me see who showed up. Sorry, I didn't see your comment going into it now. So Aries of the fires. Okay, cardinal, again, that ruler. Beauty Queen is in the building. Salute, love you, my dear. It's good to see you. I'm sorry I didn't check my comments. I was just flowing. Okay, so Aries, what do we have for you? Cardinal, right? So, you know, they could be a little stubborn. Aries is the babies of the zodiac. So, you know, the beginning, new beginnings, transformation, etc. Okay, so what is here for Aries? What does Aries need to know? Okay, so Aries, we have here, the Page of Cups. All right, so new beginning for you guys, water energy. Middle of the deck is the Nine of Wands here. So there you showing up here with the fire energy, protecting your energy, protecting yourself. It's almost like the shield that's in front, dropping all the negative naysayers again. There's more naysayers, or just negative Nellies that are just like, you're protecting all that. And then we got balance here, temperance energy, bottom of the deck. So being in control of your emotions, not spazzing out on anybody. I know it's going to be hard, but please, because we are in this weird, like, it could be competitive energy, combative. Somebody could tick you off. You want to say something. It's trust me, I've had people call already like, you know what? I said, I told you that Mars is in Scorpio right now. I told you that Uranus is in Gemini right now. Like, I'm really trying to watch everything I say. It has to be so, like, thoughtful in my head, because it could just get ugly with people. All right. But you have here the Page. So Pisces energy. This could be a new beginning in love. Love for self, or someone, water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. It could definitely be a Cancer here too, because we got moody. Someone who might be emotionally immature, whether that be, you know, in love, or, you know, just in seriousness. There could just be somebody that's emotionally immature towards you, Aries. But this is also a messenger coming in for you that is the opposite, caring, emotionally mature, you know, someone that's kind of been like the background character, the backdrop character. All right, message regarding relationship, new emotional experience, a romantic encounter, social invitations, or events, and heightened psychic abilities. So you could be, this is again, I'm going to keep reiterating, Mars is in Scorpio, and it will be bringing that type of personal, not personal growth, but the psychic, the spiritual, warfare, but also the psychic abilities, the downloads coming in for you guys. Okay, so let's clarify, what is this page? I did see something about, no, that was spiritual warfare, personal growth. But Scorpio signs too, so they get this intuitiveness. They can pick up on stuff as well. So what is this page? Okay, so I saw the World card. So there could be an ending, a cycle ending for you guys, Aries, in relationship or being alone. Wow, you could be dealing with the Pisces for sure. We're definitely a water sign here. So your card is awakening, the Hangman, a major arcana. Spiritual growth, heightened sensitivity in regards to that world, to the psychic, an awakening happening, an epiphany. Something definitely can just jolt this spiritual awakening for you, for better lack of words. Middle of the deck is the Six of Pentacles here. So yeah, there's that harmony. There's this, the tides are turned. It's your turn. And then bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles here. So yeah, you might have broken up with somebody. We got balance here, temperance. So there's, Libra is bringing this fairness. I love it. Salute to Libra. Thank you. Because they have this spirit about them. They could be diplomatic. This energy of what's fair, what's right is yours, right? So I like that. That's cool. So yes, self-reflection, selflessness happening for you guys, Aries. Okay, so let's move on to the relationship now, because there's somebody lingering, somebody coming through for you guys. Okay. Like I said, it could be Pisces, heavy Pisces energy, water signs. Could be Earth or another fire sign like yourself. All right, what's in the love department for Aries? So somebody could be coming in the month of March for you. So maybe not now. There just could be somebody that, this energy will be bringing someone new to you. So things could really start taking off, and, mainly by March. We got flirt here in reverse. Okay. Yeah. Because it could be no one right now. Momentito, memento, a gift. Oh, a memento. All right. A gift from someone special in reverse, bottom of the deck. Oh, you got third party too. So I don't know. I don't know, Aries. Are you dealing with Sagittarius? Is that you? What? Who's the third party? I mean, seriously. So we got flirt here for you guys in reverse. All right. It's saying extend your light-hearted energy to others. And I really feel like you are being bothered with that right now, Aries. I think things are going good. Things will be going good for you. And when the time is right, you'll open up. Somebody could be coming along somebody in your radar will be coming through. The tides are, the high tides are coming in, the tables are turning, the scales are turning, the little clock here, the little sands of time are going to be turning for you. So yeah, things, somebody, when they're meant to be for you, right? And I use the word loosely, meant to be, then they will show up for you. All right, so we got flirt. What is this flirt in reverse? Ooh. All right. Ooh, so I like you. And then what was that? The mirror, not today. Yeah, not today. We got mirror showing up as well. That came out. relationship reflects on wounds, introspection. Then we got heartbroken, bottom of the deck. So yeah, you could have been heartbroken about a past relationship, or just kind of like melancholy about not having a relationship. Okay, because we got flirt here. Someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun flirting. Yeah, we got this flirt. So maybe, I mean, also Valentine's Day, if you subscribe to that holiday, so that's February. So things are going to be kind of jumping off in the next couple of months. Not so much right now. I feel like somebody will be entering your circumference, but it may not pick up romantically until like February, March. Okay, because that's February and is Pisces. The end of February going into the beginning of March is Pisces. Okay. All right, Aries. So that's what I have for you guys. So let's keep it pushing to the next. My other favorite sign is Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. They represent the sun. They are the ego, that energy there. They're big, they're bright, they're bold, charismatic, funny, fun loving a family. You know, when things are good in the relationship, things are good, and when it's bad, it's like, yo, I will just get out my face. And that's it. It's like the take it or leave it. Leos could do with or without the relationship. Like they don't really, it doesn't phase them one bit. So let's see what's cooking for you guys in Libra season. Sister sign to Leo is Aquarius. Leos are fixed energy, fixed aspect. So, you know, that's the stubbornness. Of course, it's the sun. So they're not moving for anybody. You have to move around a Leo. Leo's not moving for you. So, now, male or female, they're not. You really got to, you know, and if you're in the doghouse with the Leo, you really got to work for Leo's affection and love. Because they don't play. The women, especially. Grandmother was a Leo. My mother's mother. The ascended master now. And yeah, she was a Leo married to a Pisces. And he could not get to her. She was like, done, goodbye. Nice knowing you. You have a good life. Don't ever talk to me again. And he couldn't talk to her. My grandma was not playing games. All right, so Leo, what do we have for you guys in Libra season? My grandfather was out on the park bench with his buddies one day, and she walked by with me. She was coming home from work, picking me up. And he's like, I want to, they were divorced already. And he's like, I want to talk to my dragon. That was my nickname, one of my nicknames. And she was like, no. And he's like, oh, come on, stop being like that. Let me talk to her. She gave him like a good couple of seconds, and it was like, oh, boop, time to come home. And she, tell you, his little behind was out in the streets. What thing? So Leo, I mean, he did it to himself in some ways, but you know, it is what it is. All right, you got Hangman here, okay? Pisces energy, awakening, major arcana. Middle of the deck is the Emperor. Wow, more major arcana. I like how this is showing up for us too, for everybody. These major arcanas. The Four of Cups. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, Leo. Ooh. Because you got the Four of Cups bottom of the deck here. So, you know, not feeling missing out. Okay, you could be missing out on this person. Distractions of daily life, discontentment or boredom, lost in your own worlds. So the Hangman here also has to do with that um, spiritual enlightenment. So, having an aha moment during this time could be happening for you, Leo, about to call you Pisces. But that energy of, you could be like an old soul, or like that wisdom. So old wisdom, old soul that could be you, how you are, Leo. Or if you are with a Pisces, they give you that, like that old soul, that wisdom, that comforting. When you talk to somebody that's knowledgeable, like you feel comforted in what you're saying because they understand what you mean. Okay. So a temporary pause for reflection and insight, and awakening where you see things in a whole new light. Okay, so taking off the rose-colored glasses, seeing things for what it really is. Like I just said with my grandparents, like it is what it is. That's what it is, right? Embrace your own uniqueness and charitable action. So maybe working with some type of organization, maybe people, I don't know, like not mental disabilities, but like something with mental health. Could be a social worker. You may want to look into that, or that's what you're doing now. So this is just confirmation that you are where you're supposed to be. But for some of you Leos, you could be in the role, like, I don't know, I feel like I need to be doing something else. That's the wake up, right? That's the missing the point. You might be missing the mark here. Underneath that, you got the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, and the Balance. Wow, and the Wheel of Fortune. Look at all this major arcana showing up for you. So yeah, the wheels are turning. The tides are coming in for you. The high tides of the scales are being balanced for your decision, Leo. Whatever it is that you are thinking of, because you got this fork in the road here in the bottom. I don't know if you all can see that, but there's something taking place for you now, and it's going to be balancing itself out for you. Let's clarify, what is this awakening? I'm hearing the song Seasons Change. I think that's by Expose. It's like an old freestyle pop song back in the 80s. You guys, I'm an old school person. So Leo, you may want to listen to that song. That's a clairaudient channeling that I'm getting, channeling. Or read Ephesians in the Bible, where there's a time to mourn, there's a time to, be born, etc. I don't know it verbatim, but I read that from my dad, Luigi, my Pisces. I really miss that. He's such a snap. That was my buddy. That was him and my grandmother, my mother's mother. Those were my besties. My best friends. Besides my other, but those like family, like those. They had my back unconditionally. Like, I was like, still an F up back in, when I was little, and they still like, we love her anyway. So, all right, awakening. What is this clarifying? Ooh, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, decision, right. 5 of Pentacles, middle of the deck. So yeah, feeling like you're not, could be at work. You may be feeling not adequate enough, or you just want to have enough so that you don't feel inadequate. Again, changing careers. Like I said, you're looking into like social work or some mental health, maybe doing something on the side with helping people. And it's not so much like social, it is social work, but I'm also getting like counseling maybe, or, showing up to like a after school program and helping children. I keep seeing like more like the after school program, or going into like the nursing homes and doing papers and coloring and stuff. And yeah, you could do that with the adults, because some of them have dementia and they kind of like are childlike. having that time maybe from work, from your job, and just doing that. Like, I feel like you may feel like you need a sense of purpose or something to do. You are sister sign to Aquarius, and Aquarius is humanitarian work. So yeah. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Cups here. Yeah, so you're like feeling inadequate. All right. So your card is clarifying this. Hangman is the Two of Pentacles. So we got balance here, right? Playfulness and prioritizing. There goes that child. So yeah, definitely maybe working with children. I feel like this will fulfill you in your awakening. It's not even so much, it could be spiritual, but it's also like fulfilling your personal needs. Hold on a second. Hello? Hello? Did you butt down me? Okay, so let's go ahead into your romance, Leo. Now, I told him I was doing my live. As I talk about Pisces, they, I'm telling you, they be tapping it. My husband be tapping it like be tapping in, boy. Like, oh, you get on my nerves. Okay, Leo, what do we have here for you guys? Romance? That making the decision. Yeah, see, I forgot you were live. Like, hello, McFly. So I cannot keep emphasizing how much that I'm appreciative of Libra right now, because the Two of Pentacles is about that decision. It's about this balance. It's about, the tides coming in, right, with this water here. I cannot emphasize it enough. So Libra is working, that Libra energy is working for us during this time. Okay, so, ooh, manifesting the one. Middle of the deck, codependency. And responsibilities. So somebody, could be one-sided, right, and not be balanced in the relationship. But your card here is manifesting the one of very soon your true love will arrive. We use the word loosely there, true love. So yeah, you may not be, again, questioning, you may be questioning, where's my true love, in quotes, coming in, right? Feeling melancholy, lost in your own world, but somebody's coming through for you. Now, sometimes, as they say, be careful what you wish for, right? So Leo, yes, you could manifest somebody in, but make sure that these people are not going to be dependent on you, right? That they take up their responsibilities as well, because that could burn somebody out. And then you'll be back to square one again, not feeling anybody, just sitting there all alone. Like, listen, I am done. Okay. Yeah. Got love that showed up. All right. So clarify, what is this manifesting the one in parentheses? Could come around springtime again, maybe during Pisces, February, March. All right. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, addiction, Leo. A codependent obsession, possession, controlling, restraint. Yeah, man. I don't know, guys. Middle of the deck, keys on the ring, many options, one night stand. Ugh. And then engagement ring. A partnership, engagement, commitment, completion, a union. I mean, this can happen, but just you're going to have to screen these people, vet them out, because there's some type of addiction. They could be addicted to sex. All right. Like I mentioned before. And if they are Pisces, definitely need to check that out, because it'll just be one-sided. Where's the responsibility? How, it's just a lot going on, Leo. You could take them on because you are very strong. Um, your personality is very domineering. You are the addictive. I'm not getting that. I'm getting that this is going on over here with somebody. So just be careful what you wish for. All right. Not all gold. The grass is not always greener on the other side. Water what you have. If you got somebody here with you, you might be looking on the other side because you're taking all the responsibilities. You wish you could have somebody shoulder the burden, not somebody be all codependent on you, blah, 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 blue, blue, blue. But, talk these things, work these things out with who you have right now, because you could get somebody who is an addict. They're codependent on drugs. They're codependent on, they're just addicted. And, that's another area that you are not familiar with that, could be overwhelming for you. Or here's another thing also, Leo, when we're talking about things that you love to do, right, with helping people out, you could probably look into maybe volunteering at a drug rehab center, an addiction program, right? So social work, that's what I'm getting. So, this could be the love of doing that, not per se to someone specifically, but this could be something that you love to do, you're thinking about doing, or this is what you do now. This is your job, and letting you know you are in the right place. It could be a little burnt out, the responsibility. You could be getting overwhelmed with responsibilities, but just know that it is it's a time, it's a season, but it's not going to stay like that forever. Things will be lightening up. Some people you may be having a lot of caseloads, with clients and things of that nature. So just know that it's good. The load will be taken off eventually. I won't say when right now, but in the next couple of months. I know that's a long time, but yeah. All right, Leo, that's what I have for you guys. So let's get the fire sign, the life purpose. T Rigu says, rise, hey girl, hey. Fire sign. Okay. So what do fire sign life purpose need to know and deeper? Okay. The last is the earth sign. So we got Capricorn up next. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Capricorn's up next. Okay, so writing. All right, so you heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with words you write. Specifically, Leo, that was for you. Okay, and we got freedom here, bottom of the deck. You're free to do what you choose. So definitely, again, Leo, who was that also? Sensitivity. So who is that? Aries, there'll be some, you might want to get some clear quartz crystals for you, Aries. All right, there's clear quartz to help with that intuition, that spiritual intuition. And then we got justice underneath all this, bottom of the deck, this energy here. So what is justice? Libra. Again, we got to thank Libra. Salute to Libra. They're helping us bring this, clearing out some energy for us that we need. Okay, so working with children, working with adolescents, working with adults that may be struggling with some type of mental blocks, but like they may need some type of, and it's not like mental disability, but just helping in a way that can free some people with the mental constraints, right? Maybe writing a children's book. I forgot who it is. Somebody should be making a children's album, a children's songs, but you fire signs, possibly looking into maybe writing, maybe even a self-help book, or teaching self-help. Okay. All right, so that's what I have for you fire signs here. Thank you very much. Okay, last is the earth signs. So Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Where is Capricorn? Capricorn is the cardinal of the earth signs. So again, the leader, you know, these guys could be a little hard-headed. They could be a little stubborn because they are the goats. So that's that boss energy. They're good with getting money. They're good with saving money. They could be a little penny pinchers at times because of that. What else? That's pretty much it. Capricorns are cool. They have their quirks about them. They can be a little like Pisces, a little stalker-ish when they get rejected or something like that. I don't know. It is what it is. All right, Capricorn, let's see what's cooking for you guys in Libra season. So Hierophant Wise Counsel showed up. We got the Empress here. So you could be coming into a relationship, getting married, a strong commitment. Yep. All right. So definitely get, you know, meeting with somebody, or you're in a relationship. All right, so let's see what's going on here. All right, so we got the Queen of Swords here. Okay, the Emperor, middle of the deck. So discipline, and then we have the Two of Swords here. So some type of decision. All right, this could be a decision in like letting go of someone. The Queen of Swords here is like, she's like a no nonsense type of energy. And just also know that just because there's a female on there, that we both have masculine and feminine energy. So this could be a male Capricorn that has like the Queen of Swords energy, where they're just like sharp with their mouth. They're not taking a lot of shit. You know, they're very truthful in what they say. Okay. The King of Swords is kind of almost the opposite. Like, he's a little more reserved. He speaks when he needs to. He like holds back, kind of like Libra. So yeah, just don't get offended with seeing a female card, because you can garner that energy. All right. So it says here, brilliant, experienced, harmonious, judgmental. Yeah, releasing situations of people that no longer serve you. Okay. Focusing on a career, and we got divorced or unmarried individuals. Yeah. So that's what I was seeing too, is there's some type of breakup or a decision that needs to be made in regards to that. All right. So what is this Queen of Swords? So Capricorn, you could be dealing with a Libra or a Gemini or an Aquarius. Okay, air energy. Or you could, yeah, definitely big air energy. Or this is what Libra is just bringing to you. Okay, because that's Libra is air. Okay, so we got the Eight of Swords here. Yeah, more air energy. All right, decision. You being seeing things for what it is, but not wanting to, take the steps to do it. The self-doubt. Bottom of the deck is the World card here, Capricorn. You're showing up completion. All right, so even if you feel like, let me see, can y'all see that? Even if you feel so an unmarried individual, this could be, because I saw the Hierophant, there could be marriage coming in for you, Capricorn. But it's timing. All right. Again, Libra's balancing the scales for us. So, or for you, for all of us, is really, I mean, almost all of the cards, all of the signs are showing that Libra's definitely going through, and it's air, right? So air will move through things. Okay. Yeah, you might be feeling like iced out from a relationship or feeling like iced out alone with not being in a relationship. Okay. But this is all in your head. These are the decisions that you need to make. If you be with somebody, it's going to happen. If you don't, it's not going to happen. It's just that simple. Like, there's no guessing game here. You know, you'll know the truth. You'll see things for what it is. Releasing certain people, places, and things from you, and bringing this type of good energy that you need. So, you know, hold on. Somebody could be coming through for you that is really, you know, is what you need. All right. So let's go ahead into the love department, the romance department, see what's cooking. Okay. Okay, what's going on for Capricorn? So we got honest communication. Wow. Yep. Talking to your person. All right. Signs and clues, bottom of the deck. Nothing showed up in the middle of the deck. It says the universe is talking to you, right? With this world card here. Everything is going to be coming into favor with you, but it's just as simple as no or yes. Okay. If we got honest communication, expect a heart-to-heart conversation. With this Queen of Swords here, definitely expect that truthful communication, or you may need to have that type of communication with somebody. Now, if you're not in a relationship right now, Capricorn, I feel like this may happen, right? Because we're in Libra season. So this may happen sooner than you think. And you need to some ground rules. Okay. Have these heart-to-heart conversations of what you expect or what you've experienced, what you're not gonna have. Like, we have to have those conversations. I feel like people just get into certain relationships and they're not as truthful, and then they kind of just go along with the flow. And now you're in like 7 months, 8 months, a year, and you're like, or a year and a half or 2 years, and you're just like, lay these ground, not rules, but lay the groundwork out first, you know. But and also not taking the situation, you know, too difficult. Like in a difficult situation, seeing the humor in it, like not being so pressed about it, like just letting things go, flow organically. Okay. But then when it does, speak your piece. Okay. Let's see, what is this honest communication clarifying? Yeah, somebody's playing Cupid. Somebody could be playing matchmaker with you. They probably know exactly what you like, what you don't like, what you tolerate, what you hopefully won't tolerate. Ooh, okay, yep. Sudden change, shocking news, transformation. So we got somebody's coming in for you really quickly, Capricorn. That's going to be bringing stability, security, right? All the things that you've been looking for, right? We got also showing up as heartbreak, separation, all the things that have been that you probably had in the previous relationship. These are things that you're not going to be having. And then we got talking, bottom of the deck. Exactly. Having that heart-to-heart communication with the person and letting them know, you know, your interest. And again, you know, without being so curt about, you know, your father, your Capricorn, you're ruled by Saturn. So you could probably come off a little harsh or a little like, you know, wagging the finger. I told you. But no. You need to relax, Capricorn. Take a deep breath and speak your piece. And then that's it. Don't drag. Don't let it continue. Say what you need to say, and then hear from the other person as well, right? That is what we call a working communication. That is what we call a working relationship. Okay, Capricorn, that's what I have for you during Libra season. All right, let's go on to Taurus. So, my other favorite sign. Taurus. I love the energy that Taurus brings. My moon sign is in Taurus. My son, my only boy is a Taurus. So that energy is like, but they are fixed energy. So they, sit on some things and wait, and that's that stubbornness, and they move really like, come on already. They do not like to be rushed. It's like, all right, Taurus, like, ready? Are you ready yet? Are you ready? But they are the muscles, they will be there to somebody's messing with somebody else. Taurus is right there to be like, what? Where? Like Cancer, where? Who? Where they at? What's going on? Where they're hard on their sleeves, they're dependable. Like Taurus, they get a bad rap with like not being like they can like go off and be in a relationship. But Tauruses are really grounded. Like when they lock in with, they're the bulls with the horns. When they lock in with somebody, they lock in. They're not really like going to be out there looking, like Cancer. They will lock in. And Taurus and Cancer make a good partnership or a good relationship. Pal Hatan, salute. Thank you for coming through, my brother. Yes, I saw. Side note, I saw what she was writing the other day on something. I'm like, you still plucking somebody's. I just sit back sometimes, and I'm like, okay, I'm just here to listen, gather the information. But anyway, all right. So Taurus, Libra gang, yeah, okay, you're a Libra, all right. So, are you a September Libra or a October Libra? Libras is giving us good energy, good vibrations. So thank you. All right, Taurus, let's get you in. My Miss Sharon, Taurus. I can't wait to see her. We're gonna have our girl time. So yes, also if you're interested in getting a personal reading, you can click into the About section and go into the website there, or you could go to Foxy Moon _ just like how it is written in the YouTube. On my Instagram, you could book through there for a personal reading. My days are Thursdays and Fridays from 1:30 to 6, I think, or 1 to 6. I don't know. I can't remember. But right now, those are the only 2 days that I'm offering. I may do not hold me to that. Add another day in. We'll see. So this readings are going to be until the end of the year, the end of December. Okay, unless something emergency comes up and I cannot do readings, but you'll definitely know. Okay, so we got High Priestess here for you guys. Middle of the deck is, oh wow, Judgment. Some more major arcanas. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Pentacles. So, okay, Taurus, this is your card, High Priestess. All right, this is Piscean energy, Pisces energy here. So intuitiveness. It says here, meditate and turn to discover your soul's true desire. This is not the time for action. Develop your intuitive gifts and trust the wisdom you receive. Interesting. Secret knowledge. Okay, so maybe tapping in with the occult, like this, tarot, astrology. Managing your resources, making smart business decisions, extremes in how you give or receive money and time and emotion. Yeah, that's Taurus. That's definitely money and time. Okay, so you being in, like trusting your intuition of how you are going to be giving up your time your money, right? Your wisdom, your intellect, your emotions, managing your resources wisely. You have to be intuitive during this time, Taurus. Possibly maybe not spending so much, keeping, because the Four of Pentacles is kind of like a penny pincher, a Scrooge, an Ebenezer Scrooge type energy where you keep some things to yourself. Don't give it all out just yet. All right. Could be also with knowledge. Like keep some information. If you learn some things, Taurus, keep that stuff to yourself right now. Learn it. Get to know it. And then you can start talking about it. High Priestess. Let's clarify what's this. And this is an archangel here too, with the H here. I think it's Haniel. Archangel Haniel. I may be saying it wrong. I'm sorry. Haniel. All right. You are very interested in developing your divine gifts, right? Keeping that to yourself. Becoming more intuitive and heightening your spirituality. Archangel Haniel is almost certainly someone you'd like to work with. And her name means the grace of God. She also specializes in women's issues and is known to appear in silvery blue colors. So, yeah. Knowledge, maybe going back to school, not really telling. I feel like Taurus, you just don't need to tell people your business right now in regards to anything. You know, this is the time where you'll be going inward. If you wanted to learn new things, again, the occult, or just maybe some self-help teaching books, business books, you know, like learning how to budget, finances, things of that nature, or maybe going back to school, like all that just needs to be on the hush hush. And everybody doesn't need to know that about you. Okay. So and that's fine. I just feel, because you know why? Because some people will there's haters in the midst, not with you specifically, Taurus, but you know, anytime someone levels up, there's always some type of hater in the background. Like they don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see your joy and you moving forward. So that's why we keep things on the wraps until we are secure enough where that situation is like, okay, nothing could, you know, get to it. No one could get to it. And yeah, you know. What is this? Okay, so the High Priestess. What is this? Clarify this High Priestess. You could have gotten a download like during the lunar eclipse that happened a couple of weeks ago, the beginning of September, and then we had a solar eclipse like a week ago or so. But the moon has to do lunar. All right, so you could have had like some type of spiritual download or some type of, you know, your intuition kicked up more than ever. So definitely use that energy now. Learn how to use that energy. The 10 of, so ending, a big ending, a big could be a financial constraint lifting for you, like the chains of just seeing chains like just breaking. Middle of the deck is the Queen of Wands here, and then we got the Hierophant here, Wise Consort, bottom of the deck. More maybe. So yeah, for you, learning some things might not be the traditional way. So going about the way you learn things may not be textbook. Maybe you are more intuitive learner, or like a visual learner, right? Some people, like, there's different ways of learning things. So, you know, how you do it is your way. And that no one could tell you it's the right or wrong way. That's just how you learn, right? So we got the swords here for the high priestess. Endings, recovery, and freedom. So a breakthrough from, like, it could be a relationship, but I feel like this is just an ending and a freedom for you, for things that have happened in the past. And there's this, again, Libra, the scales bringing this, because we got this, I don't know what this little sand timer thing is. If you guys know it, put it in the chat, put it in the comment section after this video is ended, because I really got the name of it. But it's like it has to turn upside down for the sand to come through, right? And now it's your time. It's your turn. It's the energy's time for you to break through, break out of maybe some financial strains. You needed financial freedom. Again, learning something new about how to either save or make money is your breakthrough, okay? With this Four of Pentacles here. But be careful with, you know, seeing stuff and then like overindulging and wanting to buy it and you don't have it. I know I'm guilty. I can't help it. But we got to Taurus, we gotta be a little smarter this next couple of weeks, okay? An ending of a heartbreak cycle, a hard cycle. But definitely I feel like you'll be using your intuition more than like a traditional, like you'll just know things and it's like, how did Taurus know this? And it's like, this download just came in and you get it. As opposed to like reading a book and then this information that you know is like already in the book. And it's like, you're looking at the book, reading like, damn, I already know this. Like, so yeah, intuition, it'll probably feel spooky for you. But no, man, this is another level that you're coming into. All right, so let's go ahead into the romance. And who do we have left? Virgo. Virgo, the last of the earth sign. And then the last of the reading. So, all right, let's see what is in the romance departments for Taurus. Okay, what is this? Oh, boop, boop, boop. All right, so we have here engagement. Wow. All right, twin flame union, finances and career. So there goes that finance that showed up. A couple of cards showed up. Says here, it's safe to love. In reverse, bottom of the deck is natural evolution. Okay, so there could be someone coming towards you here. Natural evolution. We're just letting things come organically to us. We got engagement. Your card is your life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. All right, so you know, if you're single, if this is a single Taurus, there's somebody coming in, all right, after heartbreak, and you hold on, y'all. Heartbreak and now recovery, somebody's coming in. Okay. So what is this engagement? And it doesn't necessarily mean an engagement like engagement ring, but I feel like somebody will be engaging with you, having conversations, talking to you, you know, things moving naturally, progressing, and then ascending, right, to a higher level in the relationship where, yeah, there's a possibility for an engagement. We got trust underneath this revolution here. Evolution, excuse me, right? So trusting the situation, trusting the person. All right, what's this engagement? Okay. So we have, separation and sunglasses in reverse. So we're going to take the separation. It says here, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, unsure of the future. Karmic relationship, middle of the deck in reverse. And then we have bottom of the deck here, girl talk in reverse. But, having, again, Taurus, I'm confusing you. Am I confusing you? Because I feel like you also need to, like, oh, that's Capricorn, like talking and expressing yourself. If you have come out of a relationship that your person didn't understand you, again, you could, I don't know, like some people, there's certain quirks that we have about ourselves, and some people can't handle that, right? So if that's the situation, you just know intuitively the next person around, you could be talking to somebody, but it's not kicking off just yet, that they get you, they understand you. So the last person didn't, there's that separation. Okay, there's that ending, but the next person will. The next person will understand and get you. Okay, but with good communication, with understanding, okay, of someone that may bear different from you. Okay. All right, that's what I have for you, Taurus. Let's move on to Virgo. All right, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Virgo. With the banner up. Where is this separated? I don't know why that's separated, but okay. So Virgo, let's get you your message. Okay, we saw the hermit. I saw the hermit there, so that's Virgo energy. All right, intuition, being an introvert. Maybe you need to be an introvert at this time. Some type of action here, maybe towards your family. Maybe you need to spend more time with your family. Okay. All right. So what does Virgo need to know? Oh, okay. So 5 of Pentacles here. Yeah, taking care of some family members. The Knight of Wands showed up again. So charismatic, restless, events requiring immediate action, right? So taking care of your family now. Trust your instincts, stay focused. Could be a passionate relationship coming in. Bottom of the deck, yeah, wise counsel. So definitely could be a relationship. Bottom of the deck, Taurus energy here. Okay, so you could have a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. So another earth sign as yourself you could be dealing with. Ask the divine for help and trust the answers will come. So there's an archangel here. So negative thoughts managing into real challenges. Fears surrounding money. Okay, reach out to others for assistance. Poor timing for becoming self-employed. Okay, feeling left out, feeling lack, not having enough. You could be feeling shameful about your body. All right, maybe you're at a certain age where you're just like, ooh, my body's looking like this, or not happy the way it is, or you're just feeling left out. If you are not with your family, maybe you need to go, chill with your family, spend some time with them. Maybe you feel like the isolation might be where you need to not be in hermit mode anymore and come out and hang out with your family, be with them. Okay. Specifically like a mom or a grandma, being there with them. So let's clarify, what is this 5 of Pentacles? There's also an archangel here. That's, I think, Archangel Sandoval. I just told you I cannot pronounce these. Sandefon. Sandalphon. This is the postmaster of the archangels. You call upon him to personally carry prayers to God, right? If you subscribe, and ask him for help seeing, hearing, and knowing what the answers are to your prayers. He is also associated with music. So maybe putting on some, classical music or music, feel good music that makes you, feel good, that takes you out of like this feeling lack of self. Maybe you feel like, I'm not in a relationship. You're not where you want to be in a relationship, but putting on some music, every now and then, maybe doing the hertz, the frequencies, going onto YouTube and listening to some of that could help you. All right, so let's clarify here. Wow. Okay, so now we got the Empress here. Leo, it's not Leo, Taurus and Libra energy, the Empress. All right, so creation, abundance, action. And the Empress is mother figure. Okay, so definitely you want to maybe see your mother, or if you're a mother, Virgo, you could be busy with work and outside stuff and maybe not having enough time with your children, with your family, husband. But carve out a little time, maybe an hour, to just do like, talking with each other, watching TV, going out to eat, or maybe ordering in and setting for a movie. I know me and my they were little, we used to go to like Blockbusters when Blockbuster was around. That's just dating me again. So, we would do like Thursday nights, and I would get either Chinese food or pizza. I let them pick out a movie, and I pick out a movie, and then we'll pick out a mutual movie to watch. So it'd be like a family movie, a cartoon, and I get scary because I love scary movies. And get popcorn. So, carving that day and that time out is what made me to bottom of the deck here is the page of water, the page of cups. So yeah, children, right? Being open-hearted. So yeah, you definitely need to spend some time with family. Okay, look, there's a baby right here. So you might be a new parent, a new mom, that maybe you need your mom to come in and help. Or if this is a husband or a male Virgo, maybe you need your mom to come in and help with your wife. You have to go back to work coming out of paternity leave. Okay. So definitely this is the time. And this is Libra here. This Empress energy is Libra Taurus. So definitely Libra's bringing in that it's time for somebody else to take leave. It's time for somebody else to get in here and help. Okay. So let's move on to the love department. The romance. Let's see. Sorry, I didn't read your comment. Hold on a second. I'm on the banners. Virgo. Okay, T. Salute to Virgo. My mom is a Virgo. My master teacher. So, and I got to call her back now. I get off with you guys. All right. So what is in the love department for Virgo? Virgo, your sister sign is Pisces. So definitely, it's you guys, you guys are spiritually gifted as well, crafty. You are the mutable sign, so going with the flow of things. You definitely could be dreamy and dream. I'm thinking outside the box, just like Pisces. My mom was married, so that's what I say. My mom was married to a Pisces. My grandma was married to a Pisces. My mom's a Virgo. Like, I get it. I get y'all. So Virgo, what do we have for you in the love department? You could be married to a Taurus, Virgo. All right. So, a lot of that could be a little pull there back and forth, right? Because Taurus is a stubborn. We got lasting love here in reverse. And bottom of the deck is having heart-to-heart conversation. Yeah, see, yeah, gift giving. So that's that back and forth. That's what push and pull. So if you're dealing with a Capricorn or a Taurus, Virgo, I don't see that because you are a Virgo. So I don't see that kind of push and pull. But definitely with the Taurus, definitely with a Capricorn. Your romance card is the love language is gift giving. Yeah, and you guys can be like that. Tokens of reciprocity, hold cherished memories. So giving like an endearing gift, meaningful, make help the family member feel good, feel better. Maybe you all are, if this is a child, you may feel like getting a pet might help, like, because pets have this love, bringing that morale up in the family. Or again, like I said, if this is a new parents, new mother, so giving her some gifts, showering her with some love as she brought in this life, and giving some gifts could help make her feel a little better, on top of you helping out or somebody else helping out. All right, let's clarify this gift giving. Yeah. Maybe getting a new wardrobe, new hat. Yeah. A puppy dog or a little cat or a cat, a pet or something. And it's definitely, if there's a new mom, Virgo, you're a new mom, or you're a husband that your wife has a baby. Yeah, the wardrobe is the same clothes you wore pre-pregnancy. Is not the same clothes you could fit in now. So maybe buying some wardrobe, going, getting a few things, going shopping. All right, so we got the golden mirror here. Yeah, one-sided. Clarifying. So don't get love bombed, but just know that if somebody gives you a gift, it's they're doing that because of, maybe this is a new baby in the house, or you're giving to your mother, like, just this token of affection. Bottom of the deck is the photograph, and simultaneously is the girl with the snake here. So feeling used, a narcissist type behavior. Okay, then we got looking at your photos, missing you. No, Virgo, you could have some kind of somebody that's trying to come back into your life that you're just like, no, listen, I put in my family first at the moment. I can't deal with all these other outside interferences. Maybe in the past you were able to, have these heart-to-heart conversations and talk with them. That's why I'm saying be careful with the love bombing. We got signs and clues under requited love. So yeah, somebody pay attention to the red flags. Somebody may try to come back into your life. They may see that they missed out on Virgo and want to show you some things. They may come in showering you with gifts. Use your intuition and just know that whether this is to bait you to come back in, or they're really showing you some affection and attention by gifts, like gift bombing and stuff like that, love bombing, right? All right, so that's what I have for you guys for Virgo in Libra season. And let's get you guys your life purpose oracle message, aka wisdom message. Banner up. What are we at? Oh, we are at 3. I always be trying to leave at before 3, but I can't beat the 3-hour mark. 2 minutes was taken out because I don't know what happened with StreamYard earlier. 2 minutes was taken out of my time. All right. So let's see what is the life purpose for the earth sign. Is that one? Yes, that is one. Okay. Ooh, options. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you. And look, it has the scales. Again, Libra energy coming through for you guys, earth signs. What do we have? Nutrition, All right, so Earth, you guys are going to have to balance out your nutrition again. You're out of the house, you know, your parents, you're a parent, find healthier choices. I know it's quicker to go to a fast food spot. You cannot do this every day. That's why I said, you know, with me and my children when they were younger, even to this day, I still do, like, you know, and if I have the money, we'll do, you know, a night out. We'll eat, you know, order in rather, not so much go out to eat, but, you know, order in something. And, you know, it's not nutritious. It's one day that you break that little, you know, break that pattern. The rest of the week, you're eating healthy, nutritious stuff. Yeah. So Friday, Thursday, maybe Saturday could be a check. Okay. Bottom of the deck is strength. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. That's that relationship. You know, Virgo, you're not going to be going through the things that you know, this person that you were with wants to, if they're changing for the better, for the greater good, then fine, so be it. But use your discernment with the person. Okay, so consider your career your opportunities that are open to you. So there could be some work collaborations is what I'm hearing. Definitely different career paths could be opening up for you guys. Is that Capricorn? Capricorn, I think you were going through some career changes, or I think it's a relationship as well. But again, things are going to be in your favor during this time in Libra energy. So use the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks of this energy to definitely do what it is that you need to do, because, you know, it's going to swing again, right? So at least you're making the mark here. All right. So that's what I have for you, air signs. Okay. That is that. Let's just go into the outro. Okay. Also, if you feel inclined and you would like to send a little blessing towards my way, there is the Cash App on the screen, or Venmo, the two that I work with. And so Foxy Moon, $Foxy Moon 19, and Venmo is just Foxy Moon. Cash App is $Foxy Moon 19, and Venmo is Foxy Moon. Okay. So outro, let's just do a roll call of what to, you know, expect. Obviously, again, Libra is helping all of the signs right now, surprisingly, because they are air, to get through a lot of things, whether it be relationship, finances, your own self, family, personal development, work, you name it. It's Libra, that energy is coming to help us. And so we need to really work on it because it moves, right? Just like the air, breathe, moves back and forth really quickly. So we need to harness this energy, take care of it, and do by it. And it'll be right by you. Also, let's not forget that we have Mars in Scorpio right now up until November 4th. So that energy could be a little combative. It could, you know, it could be very lustful as well, because Scorpio, you know, that energy is very spicy. Mars is spicy. So, you know, be careful of a one-night stands. If somebody's coming back into your life, Virgo, like, it has to be on some real deal, holy, or nothing at all, right? I see that in a couple of other signs. Like, if there's people, they need to meet your mark. You know, they got to check off all those little boxes that you want now moving forward in a relationship. What do we have here? And we also have Pluto still, that's in Aquarius. That's going to be sitting for quite some time, until 2044. So that's going to be there for a long time. And so is Uranus in Gemini. Okay, Uranus is going to be until May 22nd, 2033. Okay, and that can also be shakeups, wake ups, you know, fights, upheaval, resistance, insurgents. Same thing with Pluto. Same thing with this Mars and Scorpio. Good thing is it's not going to stay that long. We also just had 2 eclipses in September in Virgo season. So if this energy is not shaking us all up, I don't know what is. Some of us have been through a lot in the past couple of months. Just only in September, you might have had some feeling of doubt. There could have been some arguments. There could have been some breaks. There could have been just endings completely. Okay, we're also in the year 9, so that has to do with an ending for new beginnings to come in, right? It's like a spiritual cleansing, basically, like a spiritual, what do you call those? Colonoscopies. Well, it just, everything needs to just come out. Okay, the things that are not helpful for us, are not going to flourish us, are not going to help us grow, we got to get rid of it. And this year, I mean, we're almost at the end of it, but it's been, I don't know for y'all, but for me, yeah, man. But besides, thank goodness, no death. But just family stuff. My health, I got hurt. I had to go to the emergency room. Like, just a lot of weird, just, energy. And so we want to like clean ourselves, get the good nutrients that we need, take care of our temple. Our body is our temple. What else? Getting you your crystals, whatever's going to be helping you. You know, I wear my crystals on me. I have my crystals. This is a selenite. I think one of the signs show to get a clear quartz. All right. So just having that around you, walking with that, meditating, doing, using this energy is going to help you, ground you for some, if you're using the, what is this? Amethyst. This will help you intuitively. Also helps with that self-love. So does the rose quartz. All right. So yeah, picking up on that, eating, exercising. Again, not consuming, a lot of things that you're watching, a lot of things that you're eating, hearing. Try to detox some of that energy right now for the next couple of weeks until, the end of. So it's November 4th, maybe a couple of days after that, that energy will change again. It'll be easier to deal with. All right. Okay. Show. Let me see. Thank you, Brother T. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. So that's it. That's all I have for you guys. Again, I'm going to let you know if there's any changes with the personal readings, but right now you can book a reading with me. You go to the website and you can book it that way. And what else? I don't think I have anything else new or different. On my website, I do have oracles, a bereavement oracle deck. So if you're interested in buying one of those, you could purchase that from me. Thank you. I created this deck myself, and it is a grief deck. People who have gone through losing a loved one, losing, even if you've gone through a divorce, because that's a loss, or, loss of a job. But it really was specifically geared towards losing a loved one. And I created out of losing a loved one, 2 loved ones specifically, my mom, my grandma, and my dad. And so if you are interested in purchasing that, supporting me in that way, you can order that. And I think that's about it. I will always check the post, and I'll put information up there of what's going on with the channel. Share this out to anyone you think might be interested in hearing these messages. And I think that's about it. Yeah. All right, y'all. Peace. Catch you on the flip side. Love and light to you all. Be careful. And I will see you again, God willing, inshallah. Okay.